Did you know that crows are true geniuses? These remarkable birds exhibit intelligence on par with primates and even young children. They can recognize human faces, hold grudges, and remember those who treat them kindly or badly. But their skills go far beyond memory. Crows are one of the few non-human species to craft tools. They bend wires into hooks, shape leaves into scoops, and use sticks to fish out insects from tight crevices. Some species, like the New Caledonian crow, solve multi-step puzzles requiring foresight and planning. They cache food across hundreds of hiding spots and recall them months later. In group settings, they use complex vocal signals to communicate warnings, plan ambushes, or share news. These feathered masterminds have even been trained to distinguish shapes, colors, and sequences, demonstrating problem-solving ability that rivals a 5-year-old child. What do Madagascar's flag colors truly symbolize? The flag of Madagascar proudly waves 3 colors: white, red, and green, each imbued with deep meaning and significance to the nation's identity. The white represents purity and the spirit of freedom, symbolizing the hope and aspirations of the Malagasy people for unity and peace. This is particularly poignant given the country's rich history of struggle and perseverance. The red stands for the bloodshed of Madagascar's ancestors, reflecting their courage and sacrifice in the fight for independence and sovereignty. Finally, the green represents the lush landscapes and bountiful nature of Madagascar, a country famous for its unique biodiversity. Together, these colors weave a narrative of the nation's past, celebrating both its heritage and its aspirations for the future. Just as the flag unfurls in the wind, it tells a story of resilience and hope, inviting everyone to appreciate the beauty and complexity of Madagascar's culture and spirit. Monaco's crowd might surprise you. The world's densest country. Nestled along the French Riviera, Monaco is a tiny yet vibrant place, holding the title of the most densely populated country on the planet. Imagine this. With a mere 2.02 square kilometers of land, it packs in over 20,000 people per square kilometer. That's like cramming a bustling city into a space smaller than Central Park. Despite its small size, Monaco boasts an estimated population of around 40,000 residents. The charm of this principality lies not just in its breathtaking views and luxurious lifestyle, but also in how its people have adapted to their space. Living in such a compact area means that everything from homes to offices is carefully optimized. The streets are alive with energy, and the blend of cultures creates a unique atmosphere. Known for its glitzy casinos, upmarket boutiques, and the famous Monte Carlo Grand Prix, Monaco attracts tourists from all over the globe. So next time you think of crowded places, remember this little gem where the magic of community thrives in an extraordinary setting. Why exactly does the Grand Canyon leave us in awe? This stunning natural wonder situated in Arizona offers a breathtaking view into Earth's geological history. Spanning over 277 miles, the Grand Canyon showcases layers of rock that tell stories from nearly 2 billion years of Earth's past. As you walk along the South Rim, you can witness vibrant sunsets that paint the sky in shades of red and orange, making it a photographer's paradise. For those seeking a closer look, guided hikes provide fascinating insights into the unique formations and ancient fossils embedded in the walls of the canyon. But the adventure doesn't stop there. Soaring high above in a helicopter, you get a completely different perspective, revealing the true grandeur of this majestic landscape. The intricate patterns carved by the Colorado River over millions of years exhibit nature's art at its finest. Whether you're a nature lover, an adventurer, or a history buff, the Grand Canyon's layers and views promise to inspire and educate all who visit. What stories will you uncover on your journey? Believe it or not, but Michael Jackson had a surprising friendship. In the dazzling world of pop music, Michael Jackson, often hailed as the king of pop, had a unique bond with child actor Macaulay Culkin, famous for his role in the movie Home Alone. Their friendship blossomed in the 1990s when Culkin was a rising star. They spent countless hours together, bonding over their shared experiences of growing up in the spotlight. Despite their age difference, they found comfort in each other's company. Jackson even chose Culkin to be the godfather of 2 of his children, which is quite a significant honor. This special role illustrates the depth of their connection, as Jackson entrusted him with such an important responsibility. They often had fun adventures like trips to amusement parks, where Jackson could enjoy a sense of normalcy away from the public eye. Their friendship was a beautiful reminder that even in the glitzy world of entertainment, genuine connections can flourish, showing that love and friendship can transcend age and fame. Who would have thought that dragonflies are sky ninjas? These ancient insects are among the most skilled aerial hunters on Earth. With 4 wings that move independently, dragonflies can hover in place, pivot mid-air, and dart in any direction with precision. Their massive compound eyes provide nearly 360-degree vision, allowing them to track prey and dodge predators in a fraction of a second. They don't just chase prey, they intercept it mid-flight, calculating trajectory like a missile system. Their success rate? A mind-blowing 95%. In wind tunnel experiments, dragonflies were shown to anticipate the movements of their targets, adjusting their flight path accordingly. Their speed tops 60 km/h, and their role in controlling pests like mosquitoes makes them not only amazing hunters, but crucial allies to human health. Spice lovers. Can you handle this fiery fact? The Carolina Reaper, bred by Ed Curry at the Pucker Butt Pepper Company in South Carolina, holds the record for the hottest chili pepper in the world. This little red pepper is not just a culinary curiosity, it's a genuine fire-breathing marvel, boasting Scoville heat units that can soar over 2.2 million. To put that into perspective, jalapenos typically rattle around 2,500 to 8,000 Scoville units, making the Reaper roughly 250 times hotter. But how does Ed Curry create something so scorching? It all comes down to careful breeding. Curry crossbred a Pakistani Naga pepper with a red Savina habanero, resulting in the Carolina Reaper. The intense heat comes from capsaicin, a compound that triggers pain receptors and gives you that fiery kick. Despite its extreme heat, the Carolina Reaper also has a sweet, fruity flavor, making it a popular choice among daring chefs and hot sauce aficionados. Just remember, if you've got a Reaper in your kitchen, prepare for a heat wave like no other. Ever thought about why termites build skyscrapers? Those towering mud mounds dotting the savannas aren't just dirt piles, they're architectural marvels of natural engineering. Inside, an intricate system of tunnels, vents, and fungal gardens thrives, all maintained at stable temperature and humidity levels. Termites use a form of climate control by opening and closing vents to regulate airflow and gas exchange, keeping the internal environment ideal for their symbiotic fungi. These fungi break down plant material, turning it into digestible food for the colony. Researchers have studied termite mounds to inspire sustainable architecture. Their passive cooling system has influenced the design of modern, energy-efficient buildings in cities like Harare, Zimbabwe. It's nature's version of green architecture. No blueprints, no HVAC systems, just millions of tiny builders with a shared goal. Did you know there's a book called The Devil's Bible? The Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, is one of the largest and most enigmatic medieval manuscripts in the world. Found in the Czech Republic, this massive tome is around 3 feet long and weighs a whopping 165 pounds. Its creation is steeped in mystery. No one really knows who wrote it or how long it took to complete. Some legends say it was penned by a single monk in just one night, aided by a pact with the devil, which explains its ominous nickname. The Codex contains not only the entire Bible, but also historical texts, medical knowledge, and even a full-page illustration of the devil himself. This unique combination of content makes it a fascinating artifact of the Middle Ages. Scholars and historians are still trying to uncover its secrets, wondering why someone would undertake such a colossal task and what message they intended to convey. What's more, the Codex Gigas has survived fires, wars, and a multitude of challenges, standing as a testament to human creativity and mystery through the ages. Did you know temperatures can unite at 40 degrees? It's a curious fact that often surprises people. The Celsius and Fahrenheit scales actually meet at one chilly point, 40 degrees. This means that a temperature of 40 degrees is exactly the same as 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So, if you're freezing in Canada or shivering in the US, You could say you're experiencing a true temperature showdown at that point. But how did we end up with two different temperature scales to begin with? The Celsius system, developed by Anders Celsius, is based on water's freezing and boiling points, while the Fahrenheit scale, created by Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit, uses a different reference point. This fascinating intersection not only highlights the quirks of temperature measurement, but also shows how different cultures can develop unique ways to understand the natural world. Imagine a thermometer at 40 degrees. It doesn't matter if you're in a Celsius country or a Fahrenheit land. Everyone agrees it's freezing. Now that's a fun fact to share while sipping hot cocoa on a cold day. Did you know the real dangers behind The Wizard of Oz? When you think of classic films, The Wizard of Oz shines bright with its colorful characters and enchanting story. But what happened behind the scenes was far from magical. For instance, the beloved Tin Man, played by Jack Haley, faced some serious challenges thanks to his shiny green makeup, which contained copper. This makeup, while visually stunning, led to a painful eye infection that made filming quite difficult for him. Meanwhile, actress Margaret Hamilton, who wowed audiences as the Wicked Witch, had her own harrowing experience during a fire scene. During a scene where she makes a dramatic exit, special effects went wrong, and she suffered severe burns. Thankfully, both actors persevered, and their performances contributed to the film's timeless charm. These behind-the-scenes struggles remind us that even in the world of make-believe, the magic comes with its own set of challenges. The film taught us the value of courage, friendship, and resilience, not just for its characters, but for the talented people who brought them to life. Have you ever thought agriculture was a mistake? In his thought-provoking view, anthropologist Jared Diamond suggests that the dawn of farming might have been humanity's biggest blunder. While agriculture allowed for stable food supplies and the growth of civilizations, it also ushered in a range of problems. Diamond argues that as people settled and formed communities, social inequality began to flourish, with a small number of individuals holding power and wealth, leaving others behind. Additionally, the shift from a hunter-gatherer lifestyle to farming caused declines in health. Early agricultural societies often faced malnutrition and diseases linked to living closely with domesticated animals. But it doesn't stop there. Farming also had detrimental effects on our environment, leading to deforestation, soil depletion, and the overuse of land. This viewpoint raises intriguing questions about progress and its costs, sparking debates among researchers and scholars. Was the ability to cultivate crops worth the social and environmental challenges we face today? It's a fascinating discussion that makes us reconsider the very foundations of human society. Curious about life in the Sahara Desert? Believe it or not, this vast landscape, known for its scorching temperatures and endless stretches of sand, is home to over 500 species of plants. You might think such a harsh climate would mean little to no life, but these resilient plants have developed remarkable adaptations to thrive in such tough conditions. Many of these plants, like the date palm and various types of succulents, can store water in their leaves or stems, allowing them to survive during long dry spells. Others have deep root systems that tap into underground moisture, and some even have special waxy coatings to minimize water loss. This unique flora plays a vital role in the ecosystem, providing food and shelter for various animals and even helping to anchor the soil to prevent erosion. So the next time you picture the Sahara as just a barren wasteland, remember that it's teeming with life, illustrating nature's incredible ability to adapt and flourish, even in the most extreme environments. This might surprise you. Travel-sized products are a ripoff. Many travelers often stock up on those convenient little bottles and tubes filled with shampoo, lotion, or sunscreen, thinking they're saving time and hassle. However, the truth is that these travel-sized wonders usually come with a bigger price tag per ounce than their larger counterparts. Picture this. You could buy a sizable bottle of your favorite shampoo for the same price as a tiny travel size. The secret to saving money lies in refilling those cute little containers at home. After purchasing one of those travel sizes, you can easily fill it up from a full-size product whenever needed. Plus, doing this isn't just easy on your wallet, it's also better for the environment since you're cutting down on packaging waste. So next time you're packing for a vacation or a weekend getaway, consider skipping those pricey, travel-sized products and bring along your economy-sized favorites instead. Your bank account and the planet will thank you. Did you know that ginkgo trees have a giant home? In Sumter, South Carolina, you'll find the world's largest ginkgo farm, sprawling over an impressive 500 acres. This extraordinary place is home to more than 1 million ginkgo trees, which are famous for their unique fan-shaped leaves and incredible resilience. Known as a living fossil, the ginkgo tree has existed for millions of years, surviving changes that wiped out many other species. At this farm, visitors can learn about the many uses of ginkgo, from traditional medicine to delicious culinary treats. The ginkgo leaves, rich in antioxidants, are popular in supplements and are believed to support brain health. This vast farm isn't just about the trees. It also promotes sustainable farming practices, helping to preserve this ancient species for future generations. Imagine walking through a sea of yellow and gold leaves in the fall, or seeing those lovely green fans sprouting in spring. With its rich history and contributions to both science and cuisine, shouldn't everyone plan a visit to this incredible farm? Surprising truth about bottled water revealed. It might blow your mind to know that many popular bottled water brands are simply filling their bottles with water straight from your local tap. Yes, that's right. Instead of untouched springs, these brands often source their water from public water systems, which means it can contain all the same minerals and additives, like fluoride, that your tap water does. So why pay a hefty price for something that comes from the same place as your kitchen sink? On average, bottled water can cost hundreds of times more than tap water, leading consumers to wonder if they're really getting anything special. The bottled water industry often markets these products by claiming they are purer or healthier, but in many cases, it's just filtered water, and sometimes even with less stringent safety standards than public water supplies. So next time you're reaching for a bottle, consider filling a reusable one from the tap instead. You'll save money and reduce plastic waste, all while enjoying water that's just as safe and refreshing. Discover Colmar's unique blend of cultures and history. This charming town in northeastern France is a treasure trove of cultural heritage, reflecting a fascinating history of German and French influence. Colmar, often considered the capital of Alsace, has changed hands between these two nations several times over the centuries, and this rich past is clearly visible in its stunning architecture. Take a stroll through its cobblestone streets, and you'll marvel at the Gothic St. Martin's Church, with its intricate facade and towering spire, a striking reminder of its medieval roots. Just around the corner, the Renaissance-style Maison Pfister stands out with its colorful wooden beams and beautifully decorated facade, showcasing the artistic flair that characterized the Renaissance period. This unique blend of styles tells the story of a town that has embraced its diverse heritage and made it part of its identity. Visitors are not just walking through streets, they're navigating a living history where every building and alley has a story to tell, making Colmar a truly enchanting destination. Ever heard of Snake Island's deadly inhabitants? This Brazilian island, known as Ilha da Queimada Grande, is infamous for being home to the world's most venomous snake, the golden lancehead viper, or Bothrops insularis. Imagine a place where one snake can deliver a venom so potent that it can kill a human in just a few hours. That's why Brazilian authorities made the tough decision to ban access to the island, preserving both the safety of people and the unique ecosystem of these snakes. The golden lancehead is not only fascinating because of its deadly bite, but also due to its incredible adaptation. Over thousands of years, these vipers evolved in isolation, leading to distinctive traits unlike any other snake species. They primarily feed on the island's bird population, a meal made easy by their rapid and efficient hunting skills. So while the island is a dangerous spot for humans, it's a crucial habitat that highlights the importance of biodiversity and the delicate balance of nature. Visiting Snake Island is like stepping into a real-life thriller, but for now, only the snakes get to enjoy its unnerving beauty. Curious about the icy wonders of Antarctica? The continent is a true land of extremes, featuring the vast Antarctic ice sheet, which astonishingly holds nearly 60% of the world's fresh water. This colossal expanse of ice not only shapes global sea levels, but also plays a crucial role in our climate. Within this frigid environment, you'll find remarkable creatures such as emperor penguins, the champions of cold survival. These amazing birds can endure temperatures that plunge well below freezing, often braving storms that would send most of us scrambling for warmth. With their striking black and white plumage and endearing waddling walk, they truly bring life to the icy white landscape. But it's not just the penguins that thrive here. Many other species have adapted to the harsh conditions, from whiskered seals basking on ice floes to unique krill swimming in the chilly waters. Antarctica is a stunning reminder of nature's ability to adapt and survive, full of secrets waiting to be explored and understood. So the next time you sip a glass of fresh water, remember that a large part of it starts its journey from this breathtaking, icy wilderness. Did you know you can walk from Alaska to Russia? During the winter months, the Bering Strait, normally a wide stretch of water between the two locations, freezes over, creating a solid surface of ice. This phenomenon makes it possible to traverse the 2.4 miles between Alaska and Russia on foot. Imagine stepping from one continent to another, feeling the crisp, cold air, and watching the expansive, frozen landscape around you. This unique opportunity typically occurs in December and January, when temperatures plummet and the ice thickens. However, it's important to remember that while this adventure might sound thrilling, conditions can be treacherous. Weather changes rapidly, and not all parts of the strait freeze solidly. People have made this crossing, but it requires preparation, awareness of the environment, and safety measures. Whether you're considering a once-in-a-lifetime trek or simply marveling at the idea, the image of walking between two countries on ice is undeniably fascinating, isn't it? Ever heard of the fascinating grenadier fish? These remarkable creatures are not just your average fish swimming around. They're a key player in the deep-sea ecosystem. Grenadiers, also known as macrorids, are bottom dwellers that thrive in the darkest parts of the ocean, often found at incredible depths of up to 6 kilometers. Can you imagine how it feels to live in such pitch-black water? These fish make up about 15% of the entire deep-sea population, showcasing how vital they are for maintaining the balance down there. With their elongated bodies and large eyes, grenadiers are perfectly adapted to survive where light doesn't penetrate and where the pressure is immense. They primarily feast on smaller fish and crustaceans, playing an essential role in the food web. As they glide gracefully along the ocean floor, these fascinating fish help recycle nutrients in the deep sea, proving that even the most secluded parts of our planet are teeming with life and complexity. So next time you think of the ocean, remember there's a hidden world beneath the waves, vibrant and full of surprises. Is it really possible that birds sleep in flight? It sounds like science fiction, but some birds, like frigate birds and swifts, can literally sleep while flying. Researchers used tiny EEG sensors to monitor brain activity and discovered that these birds use unihemispheric slow-wave sleep, resting one side of the brain while the other stays awake. This unique ability allows them to soar across oceans for days or weeks without landing. They can stay alert enough to navigate, avoid obstacles, and maintain balance, all while giving their brains periodic rest. This adaptation is crucial for species that can't land safely on water or lack feeding spots mid-journey. It's an incredible evolutionary response to the challenge of long-distance migration. These birds are the only known vertebrates capable of combining motion and sleep so seamlessly, proving that nature finds rest, even in midair. Is it really true that Yosemite attracts climbers worldwide? Absolutely. Yosemite National Park is famous for its stunning granite cliffs and breathtaking views, with iconic landmarks like El Capitan and Half Dome leading the way. El Capitan, standing at a whopping 3,000 feet, is a mecca for rock climbers who come to test their skills against its sheer vertical face. Climbers from all over the globe flock to this natural wonder, eager to conquer its challenging routes while soaking in the park's awe-inspiring beauty. Similarly, Half Dome, with its distinctive shape, offers adventurous hikers a thrilling challenge as they trek up its steep trails. The park not only showcases incredible rock formations, but also plays host to many climbing competitions and events, further enhancing its reputation in the climbing community. With hundreds of climbing routes suited for various skill levels, Yosemite truly offers something for everyone, making it a bucket list destination for adventure enthusiasts. So what are you waiting for? Grab your climbing gear and experience the magic of Yosemite. Surprisingly, it's a fact that wealth has a royal family. The Al Nahyan family is not just any family. They reign as the richest and most powerful royal family in the world, leading the Emirate of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Their incredible influence began with Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, who became the first president of the UAE in 1971. Under his guidance, the Al Nahyan family grew their wealth in extraordinary ways, and today they control the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund, which is the biggest private equity fund globally, managing a staggering $700 billion in assets from around the world. This means they have fingers in many pies, from investments in technology to entertainment. Oh, and if you're a soccer fan, you might be interested to know that they own Manchester City, one of the top football clubs in the UK. The family's vast wealth and power have made them vital players on the global stage, showcasing how royal legacies can shape entire nations and industries. Believe it or not, thunder travels far and wide. It might surprise you to learn that the rumble of thunder can be heard from as far as 15 miles away. However, this distance isn't set in stone. It can change based on how intense the storm is and how big it is. When lightning strikes, it heats the air around it to a staggering temperature, causing a rapid expansion of air that creates sound waves. This is the thunder we hear. If the storm is large and the thunder is particularly loud, those sound waves can travel even further, especially if the atmospheric conditions are just right. On the other hand, during smaller storms, you might only catch a distant crack or rumble. Many factors come into play, like humidity and wind direction, which can influence how sound travels. So next time you hear thunder rumbling in the distance, remember it's not just a loud boom, it's a sign of nature's power reaching out miles away. Let's uncover the truth about the Lofoten Islands. Nestled above the Arctic Circle in Norway, the Lofoten Islands are a breathtaking blend of nature and culture. Known for their towering, rugged mountains and deep, mesmerizing fjords, these islands offer stunning landscapes that change dramatically with the seasons. During summer, visitors can experience the midnight sun, where the sun never sets, creating magical evenings filled with soft light. In contrast, winter brings a chance to witness the awe-inspiring northern lights dancing across the sky, making the islands a popular destination for photographers and adventurers alike. But the Lofoten Islands are more than just picturesque views. They are steeped in rich culture where fishing plays a vital role. Generations of locals have thrived in this industry, relying on the bountiful waters for their livelihoods. If you wander through traditional fishing villages, you'll find vibrant red rorbu, fishermen's cabins, that tell stories of the past. So whether you're an avid angler, a nature lover, or someone seeking adventure, the Lofoten Islands have something unforgettable to offer. Why is psychological distress so hard to cope with? It's a question that many have pondered, especially those who have faced the depths of emotional turmoil. Psychological distress encompasses a range of feelings such as anxiety, sadness, and overwhelming stress, often leaving individuals feeling trapped and isolated. It can stem from numerous sources like traumatic events, chronic illness, or even societal pressures. Unlike physical pain that can be treated with medications or rest, the struggles of the mind often feel invisible, making it challenging for others to understand what someone is going through. This hidden nature can lead to feelings of shame or frustration, further complicating recovery. The weight of psychological distress can affect every aspect of life, from relationships to work performance, creating a cycle that is hard to break. The good news is that there are paths to healing. With support from friends, family, or mental health professionals, individuals can find strategies to cope and rise above their distress. It's essential to acknowledge these feelings and seek help, as talking about them can be the first step toward healing. Let's dive into the truth about slave trades. Often we picture British ships braving the ocean, laden with human cargo from West Africa to America, but the reality is quite different. While it's true that the British involvement in the transatlantic slave trade is widely highlighted, it actually accounted for just a little over 6% of the total number of enslaved people transported across the Atlantic. The vast majority, around 90%, were sent to Spanish and Portuguese colonies in South America. Countries like Brazil and the Caribbean were massive destinations, where sugar plantations flourished and called for an insatiable labor force. This trade spanned centuries, and it significantly shaped the demographics and cultures of those regions. Additionally, the Portuguese were the pioneers of this trade, starting back in the 15th century. Their methods and networks paved the way for others to follow. Understanding this broader picture is essential to grasp the true impact of the transatlantic slave trade. Beyond just the British narrative, it invites us to appreciate the diverse histories and stories that have shaped the world we live in today. Ever wondered about the world's oldest city? Byblos, perched on the beautiful coast north of Beirut, Lebanon, has an astonishing history that stretches over 7,000 years. This ancient city isn't just a relic of the past, it's a vibrant place that has seen countless generations come and go. Byblos was once a major trading hub, known for exporting cedar wood, a prized material in ancient times. The Phoenicians, who called this city home, were skilled sailors and merchants, spreading their influence across the Mediterranean and beyond. Each layer of Byblos tells a story, from its Roman ruins to its Crusader castle, showcasing a beautiful tapestry of cultures and civilizations that have left their mark. Today you can stroll through its narrow streets, where modern cafes sit alongside ancient stone walls, and visit archaeological sites that reveal glimpses of its past. Whether you're fascinated by history or just looking for a unique travel destination, Byblos is a living museum that offers a doorway into humanity's shared heritage. Surprised by Africa's most connected country? The Democratic Republic of the Congo, or DRC for short, is a fascinating nation that shares borders with 9 other countries: Angola, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, Sudan, the Central African Republic, and the Republic of Congo. This impressive geography makes the DRC the most bordered country in Africa. But what really grabs attention is the capital city, Kinshasa, which sits just 2.5 miles away from Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of Congo. That's like having 2 major cities almost within walking distance of each other. Imagine the cultural exchanges, trade opportunities, and unique friendships that can blossom in such proximity. These cities are so close that at times it's hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. With bustling markets, music, and vibrant cultures, this area buzzes with life. The DRC itself is rich in natural resources, and despite its challenges, it stands as a remarkable example of how neighboring countries can share a close physical space while boasting their own distinct identities. Isn't it incredible how geography shapes communities and cultures? Did you hear about the cat that defied gravity? This astonishing tale revolves around a feline that survived a harrowing 32-story fall, a feat that seems almost impossible. Miraculously, the cat managed to escape with only a chipped tooth and a collapsed lung, both of which it recovered from. How is this even possible? Well, cats have an incredible ability to right themselves mid-air, thanks to their flexible spine and unique skeletal structure. This natural talent, often referred to as the righting reflex, allows them to twist and turn their bodies to land on their feet. While it sounds superhuman, this ability is backed by science. Their lightweight body and fur help slow their fall by creating air resistance, almost like a parachute, which minimizes injury in many cases. Nevertheless, it's important to remember that not all falls end in such a happy ending, so keeping Kitty indoors or secured on a balcony is still wise. This remarkable survival story showcases the resilience of our feline friends and reminds us just how fascinating nature can be. Prepare to be amazed by colorful trajineras in Xochimilco. These vibrant boats are an essential part of Mexico City's unique floating gardens, where people have been transporting goods and enjoying leisurely rides for centuries. The trajineras are not just any boats. They are beautifully crafted and often painted in eye-catching colors, featuring intricate designs that reflect the lively culture of the area. Originally used for moving crops and people through these canals, they have become a popular tourist attraction, offering a picturesque way to explore the rich history and natural beauty of Xochimilco. Visitors can hop aboard, enjoy traditional music, and even buy snacks from local vendors who paddle alongside them in smaller boats. These canals, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, are a haven for wildlife too, including various bird species that make the lush surroundings their home. So whether you're out for a fun day with friends or a romantic evening ride, a trip on a Trajanera is an experience filled with color, culture, and charm that you won't forget. Why is work-life balance vital in Sweden? In Sweden, the approach to work and life is refreshingly balanced, with a typical work week lasting between 35 to 40 hours. This means Swedes prioritize family time, often gathering for dinner around 6 or 7 p.m., which strengthens their connections. But it's not just about the hours at work, it's about enjoying life outside of it. When summer rolls around, Swedes embrace the great outdoors, engaging in activities like hiking or swimming. They also cherish their vacation time, taking 5 to 6 weeks off each year to relax or simply explore their stunning countryside. This philosophy of work to live, not live to work, allows them to recharge and put more focus on what really matters: family, friends, and personal well-being. In a fast-paced world, Sweden stands out by showing that a well-rounded life can lead to happier, more productive individuals. After all, what's the point of working hard if you can't savor the joys of life? What if I told you about Macoras in Africa? These traditional canoes are a unique way to explore the breathtaking Okavango Delta in Botswana. Imagine gliding silently across lush channels, serene lagoons, and small islands, all while surrounded by pristine nature. The Delta is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its incredible biodiversity. While paddling in a Macaro, you might spot elephants wandering the banks or hear the calls of colorful birds flitting through the trees. The experience is tranquil and immersive, allowing you to connect deeply with the rich ecosystem around you. Guided by skilled locals, you'll learn about the flora and fauna of the Delta, discovering plants used for food and medicine. It's a fantastic opportunity for wildlife photography or simply enjoying the peaceful sounds of nature. Whether you seek adventure or relaxation, a Macoro ride in the Okavango Delta offers a memorable escape from everyday life. Ready to embark on this adventure? Ready to explore Russia's enchanting Valley of Geysers? This stunning natural wonder is not just a beautiful spot for sightseeing, it's a geyser hotspot, housing about 90% of all known geysers in the country. Nestled in the Kamchatka Peninsula, the valley offers an extraordinary landscape filled with steam and bubbling water, creating a dreamlike scene that feels otherworldly. You'll encounter thermal pools that shimmer in shades of turquoise, while fumaroles, emitting steam and gases, create a fascinating show of nature's power. The Valley of Geysers stretches over several kilometers, making it a great spot for hikers and adventurers. You can see eruptions of hot water shooting high into the air, with some geysers bursting every few minutes and others taking their time, sometimes resting for days. This unique geothermal activity is a result of volcanic activity in the region, highlighting the Earth's dynamic geology. So whether you're an avid nature lover or just curious about what makes our planet tick, the Valley of Geysers is an exciting reminder of the incredible forces at play just beneath our feet. Did you know the U.S. leads in museums? With around 35,000 museums spread across the country, the United States proudly holds the title of the nation with the most museums in the world. These museums showcase a dazzling array of subjects, delighting visitors with everything from fine art and historical artifacts to pop culture phenomena and niche interests. You can explore renowned institutions like the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., home to countless exhibits, or discover quirky places that focus on everything from cereal to ventriloquism. Each museum offers unique insights into different cultures, events, and ideas, making learning engaging and fun for all ages. Whether you're an art enthusiast, a history buff, or just curious, there's a museum waiting for you to explore. The wide variety of topics and experiences serves to educate and inspire, transforming ordinary visits into extraordinary adventures. So why not grab your friends or family and take a trip to a local museum? You never know what fascinating stories you might uncover. Have you ever seen a double rainbow in the sky? A double rainbow is truly one of nature's most enchanting spectacles. Picture this. As sunlight breaks through after a storm, it hits raindrops hanging in the air, acting like tiny prisms that bend and split the light into a dazzling array of colors. This incredible optical phenomenon features two concentric rainbows, with the brighter, more vivid inner rainbow and a fainter outer one that appears in reverse order of colors. The deeper you observe, the more magic you can find. The outer rainbow is usually a lot wider and can sometimes take on a soft, pastel look. People often feel awe when witnessing this breathtaking display, and many cultures have linked double rainbows to good luck or even a sign of something special on the horizon. So the next time you see one, take a moment to appreciate the science behind it and revel in the beauty that nature offers. These colorful arcs remind us of the wonders that can emerge from rain and sunshine alike. Ever heard of a flamboyance of flamingos? This delightful term perfectly captures the colorful charm of these beautiful birds. Flamingos are not just noted for their stunning pink feathers, which come from the food they eat, like shrimp and algae. Their social behavior is just as fascinating. When you see them together, it's not just a random gathering. A group of flamingos often forms tight-knit communities, showcasing their unique, eye-catching dance moves and synchronized preening rituals. Did you know that the more flamboyant the group, the more likely they are to attract mates? This vibrant display is essential in various social interactions and mating rituals. Flamingos communicate through a variety of vocalizations and body language, conveying everything from alarm to affection. As you watch these slender-legged creatures wading gracefully in the water, remember that their flamboyance isn't just about their looks. It's woven into their social lives too. So next time you spot a gathering of flamingos, just think, you're witnessing a true flamboyance in action. Get ready to explore Ganvi, the Venice of Africa. This remarkable village in Benin floats elegantly on stilts above the shimmering waters of Lake Nkoe. Picture a vibrant community where the hustle and bustle of daily life is surrounded by stunning aquatic scenery. In Ganvi, the residents have ingeniously adapted to their unique environment, constructing homes high above the lake to protect against seasonal floods. Instead of cars and trucks, you'll find boats gliding through the canals, which serve as the village's main thoroughfares. Fishing is the heartbeat of this community. Families rise with the sun to cast their nets, relying on the lake's bounty for sustenance and income. As you stroll through the waterways, it's hard not to be captivated by the colorful wooden houses and the lively atmosphere filled with laughter and conversation. The stilted architecture is not just a practical solution, but a beautiful representation of how humans can harmonize with nature. Visiting Ganvi offers a glimpse into a world where life flows with the rhythm of the water, making it a truly unforgettable experience. Ever heard of the Arabic alphabet's unique style? It's fascinating how the Arabic script works. Unlike many alphabets that have distinct letters for vowels, Arabic employs a different approach. This rich and beautiful writing system consists of 28 consonants, each with its own unique shape and sound. The vowels, instead of having their own letters, are indicated by special symbols known as diacritics. These are small marks placed above or below the consonants, guiding the reader on how to pronounce the words. This system not only creates a visually striking script, but also offers flexibility, as the vowels can be adjusted depending on emphasis or context. When you see a piece of Arabic writing, you're actually looking at an intricate dance between consonants and diacritics, which changes the meaning of the words depending on their placement. It's a delightful blend of art and function that captures the essence of the Arabic language, making it one of the most poetic and expressive scripts in the world. Ready for a gruesome history lesson? The guillotine, often recognized as a grim symbol of the French Revolution, is a device that makes many shudder with its chilling association with executions. But it's fascinating to uncover the rationale behind its use. This notorious machine featured a razor-sharp blade that was suspended by a rope. When the time came, the prisoner's head was carefully placed within a wooden frame, and with a swift drop of the blade, the head was severed from the body in a matter of seconds. Surprisingly, at the time, this method was viewed as one of the more humane forms of execution. It was designed to be quick and efficient, which stood in stark contrast to more torturous methods that were commonplace before its invention. Introduced in the late 18th century, the guillotine was touted by its proponents as a way to level the playing field, offering the same fate regardless of social class. Today, while we associate it with dark chapters in history, it prompts us to reflect on how societies grapple with justice and punishment throughout the ages. Why do butterflies taste everything with their feet? Butterflies have chemoreceptors on their feet that let them taste surfaces simply by standing on them. When a butterfly lands on a plant, these sensors immediately analyze sugar content, toxins, and suitability for egg laying. Female butterflies rely on this ability to select the perfect leaves where caterpillars will later hatch and feed. Choosing the wrong plant could be deadly for the next generation, so accuracy is crucial. These taste sensors also help butterflies find the richest nectar sources, making their feeding more efficient. This system saves time and energy, allowing butterflies to make split-second decisions without needing to bite or test with their mouths. It's like having a tongue on your toes, functional, efficient, and vital for survival. Nature gave butterflies the ability to taste the world with every graceful step. Here's something incredible about Görme's frescoes. The open-air museum in Görme, Turkey, is a remarkable treasure trove showcasing centuries-old frescoes that adorn its stunning rock-hewn churches. These vibrant paintings created by early Christian communities depict biblical scenes and stories that reflect both faith and artistry. As you stroll through this UNESCO World Heritage Site, you'll find each vibrant scene revealing the rich history and culture of the people who once worshipped here. The colors, preserved remarkably well despite the test of time, transport visitors back to a period where these artworks played a vital role in spiritual life. The intricate details in the frescoes serve not only as a testament to the skilled artisans of the past, but also as an invitation to reflect on the spiritual journeys of those who came before us. Isn't it amazing how these art pieces have endured for centuries, allowing us to connect with history in such a profound way? Every visit to Görme is a unique experience, allowing people of all ages to marvel at this beautiful intersection of faith and creativity. Did you know Sweden is a giant in Europe? Spanning roughly 450,000 square kilometers, Sweden ranks as the fifth largest country on the continent. To put that in perspective, that's about 4.5% the size of the entire United States. With a population of around 10.5 million, this Scandinavian treasure is not just about land. It boasts a stunning coastline that stretches over 3,200 kilometers, sprinkled with thousands of gorgeous islands waiting to be explored. Picture serene lakes and lush forests, as approximately 70% of Sweden is covered in trees, creating the perfect backdrop for outdoor adventures. From hiking in national parks to kayaking in crystal-clear waters, nature lovers find their slice of paradise here. Sweden's landscapes range from vibrant urban life in cities like Stockholm to the peaceful tranquility of its wilderness. The natural beauty of the country is not just a feast for the eyes, it's a sanctuary for a diverse array of wildlife and a cherished part of the Swedish way of life. So whether you're a nature enthusiast, a history buff, or just curious about different cultures, Sweden offers a little something for everyone. Hard to believe, but Komodo monitors have venomous saliva. For decades, scientists believed the Komodo dragon killed through bacterial infections from its dirty mouth. But recent discoveries have revealed a far more terrifying truth. Komodos have venom glands in their jaws that release a cocktail of proteins that thin the blood, lower blood pressure, and cause shock. When a dragon bites, the toxins immediately enter the bloodstream, creating a slow death through internal bleeding and muscle breakdown. Their serrated teeth act like saws, tearing flesh and allowing the venom to flood in. This means even a short encounter can be fatal for prey, which often stumbles away before collapsing, only to be tracked down later by the Komodo's ultra-sensitive scent detection. These dragons aren't just brutal, they're chemically armed predators, blurring the line between reptile and venomous assassin. Guess what Smith chose over a legendary role? Will Smith, a superstar known for his charm and charisma, faced a big decision in the late 90s. He had the chance to become Neo, the iconic hero in the groundbreaking film The Matrix. This movie went on to become a huge hit and is praised for its stunning visuals and mind-bending story. So why did Smith turn down such a remarkable opportunity? He opted instead for a leading role in Wild Wild West. While some may view this as a missed chance to be part of cinematic history, Smith feels confident in his choice. He believes that he wouldn't have been the right fit for Neo. The role required a particular depth and style that he thinks might not have aligned with his own acting vibe at the time. Instead of dwelling on what could have been, Smith embraced the quirky Western action film, bringing his unique flair to the role of Jim West. His decision reminds us that sometimes creating our own path is more important than following the crowd, even when that crowd is part of a revolutionary movie. Believe it or not, Romans trusted poisoned wine. In ancient Rome, people had a fascinating belief that mixing wine with honey and various herbs could create an effective antidote to poison. This concoction, known as Mithridatium, became wildly popular across social classes, enjoyed by everyone from humble peasants to powerful emperors. The idea was that this magical mixture could ward off all sorts of toxins. The legend of King Mithridates Sigcus, who supposedly took this potion daily, fueled the myth. Stories say that when an assassin tried to poison him, he survived, enhancing his reputation and the drink's popularity. This belief gave so many Romans a sense of security. They could unwind with their wine, thinking they were safe from harm. Imagine dining in ancient Rome, clinking glasses filled with wine, all while discussing politics or simply enjoying the night, completely unafraid of hidden poisons. It's intriguing to think about how a potion made of simple ingredients like honey and herbs made them feel invincible, right? Isn't it amazing how ancient practices shaped their views on health and safety? Ever thought you could see the unseen universe? The astonishing truth is that most of the universe is completely invisible. Believe it or not, a mere 5% of the cosmos contains the ordinary matter we can see, like stars, planets, and even you and me. So what about the other 95%? Well, about 27% of the universe is made up of dark matter. This bizarre substance doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect light, which makes it totally undetectable by our telescopes. However, we know it's there because it has a gravitational pull that influences the movement of galaxies. Now hold on, because it gets even more mind-boggling. The remaining 68% is attributed to dark energy, an even more mysterious force that's driving the universe's rapid expansion. Scientists are still scratching their heads trying to figure out what dark energy actually is. Some think of it as a sort of anti-gravity, but truly understanding it is one of the biggest puzzles in modern astrophysics. So next time you look at the stars, remember that you're only seeing a tiny fraction of what's really out there. Did you know that sleep cleanses your brain? When we drift off into a deep slumber, something amazing happens. Our brains kick into high gear to clean up and repair themselves. This essential process is known as autophagy, where the brain clears out damaged cells and toxins, keeping everything running smoothly. Think of it as a nightly maintenance routine. Just like we tidy up our homes, our brains need a good cleanup too. However, if you're not getting enough quality sleep, this crucial cleaning can't happen as effectively. Poor sleep leads to brain fog, making it hard to concentrate or remember things. Imagine waking up feeling like your brain is still stuck in quicksand. That's why it's so important to prioritize good sleep habits. Getting enough rest not only helps your body recharge, but also ensures your brain is fresh, focused, and ready to take on the day. So next time you hit the pillow, remember, you're not just resting, you're giving your brain the chance to do its amazing cleanup work. Hard to believe, but borders can be peaceful. The Canada-US border stretches an impressive 5,525 miles, making it the longest international border in the world without military patrols. This unique aspect of the border fosters a sense of mutual trust and cooperation between the two nations. Both countries share not only vast landscapes, but also a strong economic partnership and cultural ties. Despite the extensive length, the border is marked by friendly customs and immigration regulations, rather than military presence. You might think of borders as places of conflict, but here it's about smooth passage and connection. People cross back and forth for work, family visits, or just to enjoy nature in places like the stunning national parks that straddle the line between the two countries. Interestingly, the peaceful nature of this border has allowed for a variety of joint initiatives, including environmental conservation projects and disaster responses. This friendly border shows that nations can coexist without tension, proving that sometimes peace really is the key to a flourishing relationship. Unwrap the magic of Rockefeller Center during the holidays. Every year, this iconic New York landmark transforms into a winter wonderland, drawing locals and tourists alike to experience the season's joy. At the center of it all is the towering Christmas tree, often adorned with thousands of sparkling lights and a brilliant star on top. Standing at about 75 feet tall, this magnificent tree has become a symbol of holiday cheer, attracting visitors who gather to snap photos and bask in its glow. But the festive spirit doesn't stop with the tree. The famous ice skating rink nestled below is perfect for those wanting to glide across the ice while surrounded by towering skyscrapers. Families and friends often spend hours enjoying this quintessential winter activity, creating memories that last a lifetime. Plus, there's often live music and entertainment, adding to the vibrant atmosphere. So whether you're sipping hot cocoa or sharing laughs with loved ones, spending time at Rockefeller Center during the holidays is an experience like no other, jam-packed with joy and holiday spirit. Did you know that the giant anteater feeds with a tongue up to 2 feet long? With no teeth and a jaw that barely opens, the giant anteater seems ill-equipped for hunting. But evolution has equipped it with one of nature's most extraordinary feeding tools, a sticky, whip-like tongue up to 60 centimeters long. Covered in backward-facing spines and saliva as thick as glue, this tongue darts in and out of termite mounds and ant nests up to 140 times per minute, slurping up to 30,000 insects in a single sitting. Its powerful claws rip through hardened nest walls, while its elongated skull and specialized muscles propel the tongue with lightning speed. Unlike most mammals, its digestion begins externally. Enzymes break down prey in the stomach, with the anteater's strong acids dissolving tough insect exoskeletons. It's a bizarre but brilliant system. No chewing, no biting, just pure suction efficiency in the fight against the ant colonies. Hard to believe, but this museum is a work of art. The Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain, is not just a place to view incredible art, it is itself a masterpiece of design. Imagine walking up to a building that looks like it was sculpted rather than constructed, with undulating curves and shiny titanium panels shimmering in the light. Designed by the innovative architect Frank Gehry, the museum has transformed the city into a cultural hub since it opened in 1997. Its exterior is as captivating as the art it houses, featuring over 33,000 square meters of space in a unique, flowing shape that seems to defy traditional architectural norms. Inside, the museum boasts vast galleries that showcase contemporary artworks by renowned artists, making every visit an adventure for the senses. The Guggenheim has also sparked a resurgence in Bilbao's economy and tourism, proving that great architecture can rejuvenate a city and inspire generations. So next time you think of art, remember that sometimes the building is just as breathtaking as the exhibits inside. Believe it or not, but there's a survival guideline. The rule of threes is a fascinating principle that highlights how long humans can survive without essential elements we often take for granted. This rule states that you can survive roughly 3 minutes without air, which makes sense when you think about how quickly the body needs oxygen to function effectively. Then there's 3 hours without shelter, especially in extreme weather conditions. If you find yourself caught in a storm or intense heat, your body can quickly suffer without some form of protection. Moving on, we hit the 3 days mark without water. Just think how crucial hydration is. Our bodies are primarily composed of water, and without it, we can become dehydrated and confused. Lastly, we can survive for about 3 weeks without food, although that doesn't mean it's pleasant. These time frames provide a useful framework for prioritizing your actions in emergencies. Whether you're a seasoned camper or just curious about survival skills, understanding this rule can be a game changer, helping you make quick, informed decisions when it truly matters. Get ready to experience the thrill of the Iditarod. This incredible race, known as the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race, stretches over 1,000 miles through the wild and breathtaking landscapes of Alaska. Held every March, it's not just a race, it's an endurance test like no other, where mushers and their teams of sled dogs face fierce winds, biting cold, and sometimes even unexpected snowstorms. Imagine racing across frozen lakes in deep snow, navigating through remote wilderness, while temperatures can plunge well below zero. The race pays homage to the historic serum run to Nome in 1925, where brave mushers transported diphtheria medication to save lives during an outbreak. Today, mushers train for years, their dogs showcasing not only strength, but also teamwork and loyalty. Spectators can cheer on their favorites at festive starts and checkpoints along the route. With its mix of grueling challenges and incredible camaraderie, the Iditarod has become a symbol of adventure, resilience, and the bond between humans and dogs. Surprisingly, fireflies put on a nightly fireworks display. As dusk falls, forests and meadows transform into twinkling theaters, where fireflies orchestrate luminous performances. This glow is not magic. It's bioluminescence powered by luciferin, an enzyme called luciferase, and oxygen. The result is a chemical reaction that emits light with nearly 100% energy efficiency. No heat, just cold illumination. Each firefly species has its own flashing code, a precise rhythm used to attract mates or warn predators. In some tropical areas, thousands of males synchronize their flashes in perfect unison, forming glowing waves across treetops. Females respond to specific timing cues, selecting their mate based on the clarity and rhythm of his light show. Scientists study this phenomenon to create sustainable light sources and biosensors for detecting disease. In the tiny body of a firefly lies a secret to both natural beauty and cutting-edge technology. Guess what really drives wild bananas crazy? Wild bananas are a far cry from the sweet, soft fruits we enjoy today. These natural versions are brimming with large seeds, making them tricky and less appealing to eat. When you bite into a wild banana, you're in for a surprise. Instead of a smooth, creamy texture, you'll encounter a mouthful of seeds that can be quite bothersome. The bananas we savor now are the result of selective breeding, a process that has transformed these seedy fruits into the delicious snacks we love. Imagine if no one had cultivated bananas. Every bite would be a challenge, and the flavor might not even compare to the sweet goodness we're used to. This journey of evolution shows how human hands have shaped the food we eat, turning something inconvenient into a treat. Next time you peel a banana, think about the wild cousins it comes from and how they have changed thanks to our involvement. Isn't it fascinating to imagine a world filled with those seedy treats? Could pangolins really roll into invulnerable battle balls? Pangolins, the only mammals entirely armored in keratin scales, have developed one of the most effective natural defense systems. When threatened, they instantly curl into a tight ball, exposing only their razor-sharp plates. These overlapping scales, made of the same protein as human fingernails, are tough, flexible, and can deflect bites from lions and leopards. Even mothers protect their young by rolling around them, forming a living shield. Their defense is so effective, predators often give up. Unfortunately, their invincibility against nature has made them vulnerable to humans. Their scales are falsely believed to have medicinal properties, making them one of the most trafficked animals in the world. Conservationists are racing to protect these secretive creatures, whose silent strength and prehistoric armor make them true marvels of mammalian evolution. Guess why Liberia banned wild animal consumption? Following the devastating Ebola outbreak in 2014, Liberia made a bold move to protect public health by banning the consumption of wild animals. This decision was crucial because many of these animals can carry diseases that jump from animals to humans, putting entire communities at risk. But instead of leaving people without a source of protein, The government encouraged a sustainable alternative, breeding giant snails. These snails are not only fascinating with their impressive size and ability to reproduce rapidly, but they're also packed with protein, making them a nutritious food option. They require less space and resources to raise compared to traditional livestock, which is great for keeping the environment healthy. As locals embraced this new approach, giant snails became a popular ingredient in dishes, helping families stay healthy while sidestepping the risks associated with hunting wild animals. This shift highlights how we can adapt our food sources in the face of challenges while promoting both health and sustainability. Surprising secrets of Madagascar's vanilla industry. Madagascar is a true treasure trove when it comes to flavor and fragrance, leading the world in vanilla production by supplying an astounding 80% of the global market. This tiny island nation, often dubbed the vanilla capital of the world, produces the highly sought-after bourbon vanilla, known for its rich and creamy flavor. But that's not all. Madagascar also plays a key role in the perfume world, serving as a major producer of cloves and ylang-ylang. Cloves, with their warm and spicy aroma, are crucial for both cooking and creating lovely fragrances. Meanwhile, ylang-ylang, known for its exotic floral scent, is a favorite ingredient in high-end perfumes. The island's unique climate and diverse ecosystems create the perfect conditions for these plants to thrive, making what might seem like a small place incredibly significant in global markets. So the next time you savor your favorite vanilla dessert or catch a whiff of a lovely perfume, remember that Madagascar's lush landscapes and hardworking farmers are behind those delightful experiences. Believe it or not, we eat 35 tons in a lifetime. That's a staggering statistic when you think about it. The average person in the United States consumes a remarkable amount of food over their lifetime, equivalent to the weight of a small elephant. This total includes everything from fruits and vegetables to meats and sweets. If you break it down, that means the typical American eats around 1,200 pounds of food each year. Imagine the countless meals, snacks, and desserts that contribute to this massive number. It's fascinating to consider how our diets vary. While some people might load up on pasta and bread, others might prefer fresh salads or protein-rich dishes. Cultural influences, personal tastes, and even income levels play a big role in what ends up on our plates. So next time you sit down for a meal, think about how it fits into that big picture. How many tons do you think you will add to that total in your lifetime? Imagine for a moment that the narwhal's tusk is real. It looks like fantasy, but the narwhal's iconic spiral tusk is no mythical horn. It's a real sensory organ with astonishing function. This 3-meter-long tooth, emerging from the upper left jaw of most males, contains millions of nerve endings and is sensitive enough to detect changes in water temperature, salinity, and pressure. Scientists believe narwhals use it like a sonar antenna, guiding them through the Arctic's icy labyrinths. They've even observed tusking behavior, narwhals rubbing tusks together in what may be a form of communication or dominance display. Some cultures once believed these tusks came from unicorns. Today we know they're instruments of biological elegance and precision. Part weapon, part sensor, part symbol. The narwhal's tusk is one of the most fascinating natural adaptations in the marine world. What if I told you about the first commercial flight? On January 1st, 1914, a momentous leap into the skies took place when the world's first commercial airplane flight lifted off from St. Petersburg to Tampa, Florida. This short jaunt, covering just 34 kilometers, took a mere 23 minutes, but it marked the beginning of a brand new era in transportation. The aircraft used was a Benoit 16, a small seaplane that could carry a single passenger alongside its pilot. Passengers back then had an adventure few could even dream of, soaring above the landscape, experiencing the thrill of flight, and enjoying stunning aerial views of Florida's coastline. While today, commercial flying is a routine part of life for millions. Back in 1914, it was a luxury few could afford and something the average person had never experienced. This inaugural journey had a ticket price of $5, comparable to about $150 today, appealing to those adventurous enough to step onto the clouds. It paved the way for commercial aviation as we know it, laying the foundation for the vast networks of flights we now see around the globe. Let's uncover the truth about Mount Everest. This towering giant, standing at a staggering 8,148 meters, is the highest peak on our planet and a true marvel of nature. Nestled in the majestic Himalayan range between Nepal and Tibet, Mount Everest draws adventurers from all corners of the globe. The journey to reach its base camp is a popular trekking route filled with breathtaking views where trekkers encounter Sherpa villages, vibrant local culture, and ancient Buddhist monasteries. Along the way, the awe-inspiring vistas make every step worthwhile. For those seeking a different perspective, scenic helicopter rides provide an up-close look at Everest's towering frozen walls, showcasing its sheer grandeur. Standing at the foot of this colossal mountain, you can almost feel its power and history. Whether you're an experienced climber or just yearning for natural beauty, the allure of Mount Everest is hard to resist. Are you ready to explore the wonders of this extraordinary peak? Did you know Voyager 1 changed how we see space? Launched back in 1977, Voyager 1 was a groundbreaking mission designed to give us our first close-up look at Jupiter and Saturn, the majestic giants of our solar system. It traveled more than 11 billion miles, sending back stunning images and crucial data that transformed our understanding of these planets. Imagine a robotic spacecraft zipping through the cosmos, capturing breathtaking photographs of swirling clouds and massive storms on Jupiter, including its famous Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth. Meanwhile, Saturn revealed its glorious rings, a phenomenon that has fascinated humans for centuries. Thanks to Voyager 1, we learned about Titan, Saturn's intriguing moon, which has lakes of liquid methane and is thought to be one of the Earth-like places in our solar system. The mission didn't just provide stunning visuals, it unveiled critical information about the atmospheres, magnetic fields, and even the potential for life beyond our planet. Its journey continues as it ventures into interstellar space, reminding us every day of the incredible mysteries that lie beyond our world. Ever thought about why Los Angeles County is so huge? With a staggering population of 9.7 million, Los Angeles County stands as the most populous county in the United States, easily outnumbering the populations of 40 different states. This vibrant melting pot of cultures is comparable to entire nations in terms of diversity and sheer numbers. Nestled between Michigan and New Jersey in population rankings, LA County draws people from all walks of life, each searching for their own piece of the American dream. The mix of industries, from entertainment to technology, provides countless opportunities, which is one reason so many flock to the area. The cosmopolitan atmosphere is enriched by neighborhoods that reflect the rich tapestry of its residents, including thriving communities of immigrants, artists, and innovators. Visitors and residents alike can experience a variety of cuisines, arts, and traditions, making LA a uniquely exciting place to live. With its sprawling urban landscape and famous landmarks, such as Hollywood and Griffith Park, it's no wonder that Los Angeles County continues to expand and attract people from around the globe. Wolves are surprisingly agile runners. These magnificent creatures have a special way of moving that might just amaze you. They run on their toes. This unique toe-running technique isn't just for show, it's a clever adaptation that provides several advantages. By using their toes, wolves can stop quickly and make sharp turns with ease, which is essential for catching prey in the wild. Ever watch a wolf chase down a deer? You'll notice how agile and nimble they are, darting swiftly through the forest. Plus, this method protects their paw pads from wear and tear, allowing them to cover long distances without injury. When hunting, wolves rely on their sharp senses and endurance, often working as a pack to outsmart their prey. The combination of agility and teamwork is what makes them such effective hunters. So the next time you think about wolves, remember that their incredible running style is just one of the many ways nature equips them to survive and thrive in their environment. Believe it or not, Montenegro has a hidden treasure. Nestled in the breathtaking landscape of Montenegro lies the Tara River Canyon, a natural wonder that is both stunning and thrilling. Stretching about 51 miles long and plunging to depths around 4,150 feet, It claims the title of the largest canyon in Europe and the second largest in the world. Imagine standing on the edge, looking down into a vibrant emerald green river, winding its way through steep rocky cliffs adorned with lush vegetation. The Tara River itself is famous not only for its picturesque beauty, but also for its crystal-clear waters, making it a playground for adventure lovers. People from all over flock to experience thrilling whitewater rafting, kayaking, and ziplining across the canyon, offering a rush of adrenaline against a backdrop that feels like something out of a fairy tale. Beyond the adventure, the canyon is also a haven for diverse wildlife. Eagles soar above, while rare plant species cling to the rocky outcrops. So whether you're an adrenaline junkie or a nature enthusiast, the Tara River Canyon is a spectacular place that offers something for everyone. Did you know lobsters can live for 50 years? These fascinating creatures aren't just a delicacy, they're also one of the longest living crustaceans out there. Imagine a lobster swimming through the ocean for decades, growing larger and wiser as time goes by. Scientists have discovered that lobsters can live to be nearly half a century old, thanks to their unique biology, which allows them to avoid traditional aging signs. Instead of wearing down, they keep growing and can even regenerate lost claws if they get into a fight. This ability to regrow limbs is a remarkable survival skill, helping them fend off predators and continue to thrive in their environment. With their tough shells and ability to adapt, lobsters are essentially the superstars of the underwater world. As they age, their shells change colors, showcasing a beautiful spectrum as they grow. So next time you see a lobster, remember you might just be looking at a creature that has been around longer than some movies you love. How cool is that? Did you know goats have amazing rectangular pupils? Goats are fascinating creatures, and their unique eyes help them stand out in the animal kingdom. Their pupils are shaped like rectangles rather than the usual round shape we see in most mammals. This unusual shape allows them to have an incredible field of vision, stretching between 320 to 340 degrees. Imagine being able to see almost everything around you without even turning your head. This remarkable trait is especially handy for spotting predators, allowing goats to stay alert in their mountainous habitats. Plus, their eyes are adapted to see well in both bright light and dim conditions, helping them navigate rocky terrains even during twilight. While it may seem strange at first, these quirky eyes are perfectly suited for the challenges goats face in the wild. So the next time you see a goat, take a moment to appreciate their incredible eyesight and how it helps them thrive in their environment. Let's uncover the art of 13th century explorers. Back in the 1200s, European artists didn't have the luxury of high-definition cameras or the internet to rely on for inspiration. Instead, they painted these magnificent African animals like crocodiles, lions, and elephants from the vivid stories told by explorers who had ventured into far-off lands. Imagine a time when tales of adventure were the bread and butter of imagination. These explorers would return with exciting accounts of their journeys through Africa, stirring the curiosity of artists and the general public alike. With nothing more than these embellished descriptions and their own interpretations, painters created stunning artwork that captured the essence of these exotic creatures. However, the animals often looked a bit different from reality, reflecting the blend of truth and creativity in their depictions. The resulting paintings provided a glimpse into a world that many in Europe could only dream of, showcasing not just the diversity of wildlife, but also the rich imagination of humanity during that era. This unique connection between adventure and art tells us a lot about our enduring fascination with the natural world. What if the universe has no center or edge? Imagine stepping into a vast, never-ending balloon that's inflating all around you. This is a great way to visualize the universe according to the Big Bang Theory, which suggests that it began as a tiny point and has been expanding ever since. Just like the surface of that balloon, every point in the universe is moving away from every other point. This means there isn't a specific center or edge we can point to. You can't find the middle of everything. This idea flips our usual view of space on its head, sparking fascinating questions about whether the universe is limitless or has boundaries we just can't see. Some researchers believe that even though it feels infinite, the universe could be finite but curve back on itself, kind of like the surface of a sphere. So whether you're gazing at the stars on a clear night or watching a balloon inflate, remember we're all part of an amazing cosmic expansion with no center to call home. Surprising facts about women's rights in Qatar. In the heart of the Middle East, Qatari women enjoy some privileges that set them apart from their counterparts in several other Arab nations. For instance, women in Qatar have access to free education, which empowers them to pursue careers and even run their own businesses. They can climb the ranks in government, partaking in leadership roles that shape the country's future. Yet it's important to note that despite these advancements, there are still cultural expectations that can limit their independence. Many Qatari women need to seek permission from male relatives for certain activities, reflecting a mix of modernity and tradition. Interestingly, Qatari women are also recognized for their taste in luxury, often indulging in lavish spending on high-end items. This pursuit of luxury showcases a desire for self-expression and status, contributing to a fascinating cultural fabric that includes both empowerment and traditional values. So, while progress is evident in areas like education and employment, the path to complete independence remains a complex journey for women in Qatar. Did you know apples were romantic symbols in ancient Greece? In a time long ago, the apple wasn't just a tasty snack, it was a powerful love token. Ancient Greeks believed that tossing an apple at someone was a bold and heartfelt gesture, essentially saying, "I'm interested in you." This was more than a fun throw. It carried deep significance. Picture a bustling marketplace or an elegant gathering where people interacted. If someone caught an apple, it was a sign that they had been chosen or had stirred affection in the thrower. It's almost like a way of proposing a romantic connection without saying a word. You'll find this tradition also linked to the goddess of love, Aphrodite, who was often depicted with apples. In fact, this custom adds a delightful layer to our understanding of love and courtship in history. So the next time you enjoy a crisp apple, think back to how it once bridged the gap between hearts in ancient Greece, showcasing just how love can take the form of something as simple yet meaningful as a piece of fruit. Have you ever wondered why Yorktown changed history? The Siege of Yorktown in 1781 wasn't just another battle. It was a turning point in the American Revolutionary War. American and French forces teamed up to outsmart the British, led by General Cornwallis. The strategy was brilliant. While the British thought they were safe, a mix of clever maneuvers and determined fighting surrounded them on all sides. Beginning in September, the siege lasted weeks until the British found themselves running out of supplies and reinforcements. On October 17th, Cornwallis realized he had no way to escape. His surrender marked a decisive moment that shifted the balance of power in favor of the American colonies. This victory not only boosted the morale of the American and French troops, but also caught the attention of other nations, paving the way for future support. Ultimately, Yorktown led to negotiations that would grant America its independence, forever altering the course of history. Isn't it fascinating how one battle can change everything? Get ready for a wild insect surprise. Did you know that the world's largest insect colony is not some hidden underground maze, but a single fig tree in Brazil? This remarkable tree hosts over 20 million ants, creating a bustling metropolis of tiny workers. These ants work together in perfect harmony, showcasing an incredible example of cooperation in the animal kingdom. Within the sprawling branches and lush leaves of the fig tree, they build intricate tunnels and establish nests, all while tending to their queen and raising young ants. The fig tree provides them with shelter and food, forming a unique relationship known as mutualism, where both species benefit. As these ants scurry about, they also play an important role in the ecosystem by aiding in pollination and decomposition, helping to maintain the health of their environment. Imagine the hustle and bustle of millions of tiny creatures living together, demonstrating teamwork and survival tactics that have evolved over millions of years. It's a fascinating glimpse into nature's creativity and the intricate connections that sustain life on our planet. Why exactly does Centralia still burn underground? Centralia, Pennsylvania, has been home to an unquenchable underground coal fire since 1962. This fiery phenomenon began when firefighters trying to clean a landfill accidentally ignited the coal seams beneath the town. What's astonishing is that this fire shows no sign of stopping and could potentially burn for another 250 years. The flames and heat caused dangerous sinkholes to form, creating hazardous conditions for any lingering residents. Air quality suffers too, as toxic gases like carbon monoxide seep out, making it unsafe to breathe. Although most of Centralia's residents have fled, a handful remain for years, drawn by a deep-rooted attachment to their homes. Today, Centralia sits as a ghost town, with cracked roads and smoking vents, serving as a surreal reminder of how nature can unleash forces beyond our control. It raises an important question. What do we do with places that become uninhabitable due to human error or natural events? Centralia stands as a chilling example of this dilemma. Who would have thought the axolotl regenerates lost limbs without a scar? The axolotl, Ambystoma mexicanum, a rare Mexican amphibian, is a biological wonder frozen in a larval state, retaining gills and aquatic habits throughout its life. But its real superpower is regeneration. Axolotls can regrow entire limbs, spinal cords, parts of the brain, and even portions of the heart without leaving a trace of scarring. Instead of forming fibrous tissue, they create a blastema, cells that behave like embryonic stem cells, rebuilding complex structures with precision. Scientists are decoding the axolotl genome to understand the genes responsible, hoping to apply this knowledge to human tissue repair in spinal cord injuries. In labs, axolotls have already advanced research in limb regrowth and cancer resistance. This permanently youthful creature holds answers to some of biology's most profound medical questions. Did you know ancient Romans mastered 3 key skills? In ancient Rome, education for the elite wasn't just about reading and writing. It revolved around 3 essential arts: grammar, rhetoric, and logic. Grammar was all about mastering language, helping students understand how to communicate clearly and effectively. Imagine learning to construct sentences that make people sit up and pay attention. Then there was rhetoric, the art of persuasion, which taught them how to sway opinions and win arguments through powerful speeches. This skill was crucial because public speaking was a big part of Roman life, especially in politics and law. And let's not forget logic, the study of reasoning. It trained minds to think critically, analyze arguments, and spot flaws in reasoning. Together, these 3 arts formed a foundation for educated Romans, allowing them to be influential leaders, persuasive speakers, and sharp thinkers. It's fascinating how these skills laid the groundwork for modern education and are still relevant today. So next time you write or debate, remember you're continuing a tradition that goes back to the heart of ancient Rome. What if I told you 1/3 of Italians avoid the internet? It might seem surprising in our tech-driven world, but nearly 1/3 of Italians prefer to unplug and savor life the old-fashioned way. Instead of scrolling through social media or getting lost in digital distractions, many Italians enjoy reading newspapers, sipping coffee at local cafes, and having genuine conversations with friends and family. This choice is rooted in cultural values that celebrate connection and presence over constant connectivity. Imagine walking through an Italian piazza, charming, lively, filled with the sounds of laughter and chatter, where people are more likely to engage in heartfelt conversations than check their phones. For these individuals, living in the moment means enjoying the smell of freshly baked bread from a nearby bakery or picking up a newspaper to catch up on local events. They emphasize community ties and real experiences, finding joy in the little things around them. This balance of tradition and modernity adds a unique flavor to Italian life, showcasing how sometimes stepping back from technology can lead to richer, more fulfilling experiences. Here's a wild fact about migrant origins. Most migrants at the US-Mexico border come from 3 Central American countries: Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. These nations face serious economic challenges, such as high unemployment rates and poverty, which drive many people to seek better opportunities across the border. In Guatemala, for instance, nearly half of the population lives in poverty, while in Honduras and El Salvador, Violent crime and gang activity make daily life incredibly difficult. Families often make the tough decision to leave their homes in hopes of a safer, more stable future for their children. Additionally, factors like climate change have exacerbated agricultural challenges, leading to food insecurity and forcing even more people to migrate. Many of these hopeful migrants embark on dangerous journeys, risking their lives for the chance of a better life. As the migration crisis continues to unfold, understanding these root causes is essential for grasping the complexities of the situation. Are we ready to listen and respond? This might surprise you. Fermented shark is a delicacy. Hakkarl, an iconic dish from Iceland, is unlike anything you've probably tasted. Made from Greenland shark, this traditional delicacy goes through a unique fermentation process that makes it safe to eat. You see, the meat of the Greenland shark contains high levels of toxic substances, specifically urea and trimethylamine oxide, which can be harmful if consumed fresh. But the magic of fermentation transforms this potentially dangerous catch into a staple of Icelandic cuisine. After the shark is caught, it's cleaned and placed in a pit where it ferments for several months. This process not only breaks down the toxins, but also gives hakkarl its strong, distinctive flavor and pungent smell. Imagine a cross between ammonia and strong cheese. Served in small cubes, it's often paired with a shot of Icelandic schnapps or a slice of rye bread. While the taste might take some getting used to, many locals and adventurous foodies celebrate hakkarl as a unique culinary experience steeped in tradition. For those brave enough to try it, hakkarl is a testament to the ingenuity of Icelandic culture in preserving food and embracing its wild landscapes. Surprisingly, it's a fact that dams can fail. A dam failure on the Mississippi River could unleash devastating flooding, significantly impacting nearby communities. The Mississippi River, known for its vital role in transportation and agriculture, contains numerous dams designed to manage water flow. However, if one of these dams collapses, it can send torrents of water rushing downstream in moments. This rapid surge poses a serious threat to population centers, resulting in widespread property damage and disruption to daily life. Not only can homes and businesses be destroyed, but critical infrastructure like roads and bridges may also be compromised. Furthermore, the environmental consequences can be severe, potentially harming local wildlife habitats and ecosystems. As the floodwaters rise, there's also the alarming risk of loss of life, as people may be caught unaware or unable to evacuate in time. Understanding the risks associated with dam failures is crucial for preparedness and takes on new urgency as climate change intensifies extreme weather events. How prepared are we for such an event? What if I told you continents were once connected? Just a slim 2.4 miles or 3.8 kilometers across the Bering Strait, you can find the narrowest gap between Asia and North America. This might sound surprising, but during the last ice age, this icy stretch wasn't just water, it formed part of a land bridge called Beringia. Imagine a world where our modern continents were linked by this vast expanse of land, allowing ancient humans and wildlife to easily walk from one side to the other. This migration route teemed with life, making it a vital passage for animal species and early human ancestors. As the climate warmed and the ice melted, Beringia gradually disappeared beneath the waves, leaving behind a remarkable tale of how continents and species moved and adapted. Now, what remains is a chilly expanse of water separating two incredibly diverse regions, rich in history and stories of connection. So next time you think of the Bering Strait, remember it's more than just water. It's a reminder of how connected our world once was. Guess what really gives the naked mole rat its bizarre superpowers? This wrinkled, nearly hairless rodent isn't just a biological oddity, it's an evolutionary masterpiece. Living in eusocial colonies more typical of insects than mammals, the naked mole rat breaks almost every rule in the book. One queen breeds, the rest serve as workers or soldiers. But the true marvel is hidden in its biology. Naked mole rats are nearly immune to pain, show astonishing resistance to cancer, and can survive up to 18 minutes without oxygen. Their bodies produce unique proteins that block tumor growth and prevent cells from overcrowding, creating a natural cancer shield. Even more shocking, They live up to 10 times longer than other rodents their size and show minimal signs of aging. Scientists around the world are now racing to uncover how this small, strange mammal defies death itself. Buried deep in its tunnels, the naked mole rat may hold answers that could revolutionize human health and longevity. Feel that? Your skin has superpowers. It's fascinating to think that the skin, which is the body's largest organ, can feel a touch as delicate as a butterfly's wing. This incredible sensitivity comes from millions of tiny nerve endings that send messages to your brain, allowing you to experience different sensations. But that's just the beginning. Your skin is also a master of regeneration, renewing itself roughly every 28 days. This means that all those little dead skin cells you shed add up to thousands every minute. Imagine how much new skin that creates. This constant renewal is crucial for protecting us from germs and helping us heal. Plus, as we age, our skin changes, but it's always working hard to keep us safe and feeling good. Whether it's feeling the warmth of the sun on your face or the gentle touch of a friend's hand, our skin connects us to the world in a unique way. So next time you notice a breeze or the soft touch of an animal, remember just how special and powerful your skin truly is. Have you seen a sea glowing like the stars? Off the coast of Vadhu in the Maldives, a mesmerizing natural phenomenon called bioluminescence lights up the ocean like a scene straight out of a fairy tale. When you stroll along the beach at night, you might notice the water sparkling and flickering with a brilliant blue glow. This captivating sight is caused by tiny marine plankton called dinoflagellates, which have the ability to produce light when they're disturbed, like when waves crash or footsteps tread on the sand. It's as if the ocean is filled with stars, creating a stunning spectacle that draws travelers from all around the globe. Scientists believe that this glowing effect is a defense mechanism. When these plankton are threatened, the light serves to distract predators and give the plankton a chance to escape. This enchanting display not only highlights the beauty of nature, but also reminds us of the intricate connections within our ecosystem. So if you ever get a chance to visit Vadhu, make sure to witness this breathtaking dance of lights, where the water seems to hold the mysteries of the night sky. Amazing human eyes outshine any camera. Did you know that the resolution of the human eye is an astonishing 576 megapixels? This means our eyes can pick up on colors in a way that no camera can, distinguishing up to 10 million shades. While modern cameras boast impressive quality, they still can't match the clarity and depth that our natural vision provides. Think about it. We often get excited over high-resolution screens or fancy photography, but it's easy to forget the miracle right in front of us, our own eyes. Every day, our visual system allows us to experience the world in vibrant colors and intricate details completely free of charge. From the bright blue of a summer sky to the subtle blend of colors during sunset, our eyes offer an unparalleled visual experience. The next time you gaze at a beautiful landscape or a work of art, remember that your eyes are the ultimate tool for seeing the world in all its stunning glory. What else can our eyes really do? Why is Switzerland the world's peacekeeper? Switzerland has earned a reputation as a neutral ground, a country famously untouched by wars for over 2 centuries. This neutrality isn't just a passive stance. It's actively woven into the fabric of Swiss identity. Nestled in the heart of Europe, Switzerland hosts numerous international organizations, most notably the International Red Cross and the World Health Organization. These organizations chose Switzerland for its stability, political neutrality, and a unique culture of diplomacy. The International Red Cross, founded in Geneva in 1863, embodies the spirit of humanitarian aid, providing assistance to those in need during conflicts and disasters. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization plays a crucial role in global health, working tirelessly to combat pandemics and improve healthcare worldwide. Being the hub for such vital institutions allows Switzerland to play a pivotal role in global diplomacy and development, acting as a facilitator for dialogue among nations. So when you think of Switzerland, it's more than just chocolate and mountains. It's also about its unwavering commitment to fostering peace and collaboration across the globe. Ever wondered why warranties cost so much? It's a puzzling situation that many people face when buying electronics. You step into a store, excited about the latest gadget, and the salesperson offers you an extended warranty. But here's the catch. These warranties often cost about the same as the average repair for that device. This raises a big question. Why pay for a warranty when you could just save that money for repairs if something goes wrong? It turns out many people mistakenly think warranties will save them money in the long run. However, statistics show that the number of people who actually use warranties is quite low. Most devices remain trouble-free during their warranty period, and when they do eventually fail, many issues are often covered by the manufacturer's warranty. So, while warranties can offer peace of mind, it's essential to weigh the cost against the likelihood of needing repair. In many cases, putting that money aside for potential repairs or simply being a bit cautious with your devices might just make more sense. Ever thought about why Arctic foxes change their coats twice a year? The Arctic fox isn't just cute, it's one of nature's most perfectly dressed survivalists. In summer, its fur is thin and brownish gray, blending with rocks and tundra. Come winter, it transforms into a dense, snowy white coat that traps heat and reflects icy light. This fur is so well insulated that Arctic foxes don't start shivering until temperatures drop below 50 degrees Celsius. Even their paws are covered in fur, acting like snow boots that help them grip icy surfaces while conserving heat. The seasonal change doesn't just offer camouflage, it allows the fox to remain active and invisible across vastly different landscapes. While other animals migrate or hibernate, the Arctic fox adapts in place, proving that evolution sometimes sews its most elegant solutions into a single changing coat. Can you imagine a frog this big? The bullfrog, hailing from the southeastern United States, isn't your ordinary amphibian. It's actually the largest frog species in North America. These remarkable creatures can reach lengths of up to 25 centimeters, making them quite a sight to behold. With their broad, rounded bodies and powerful legs, bullfrogs are built for both swimming and leaping, perfect for life in ponds, marshes, and lakes. They have a distinctive, deep, croaky call that can often be heard echoing through the wetlands, especially during mating season. This call not only attracts females, but also establishes territory among rival males. Bullfrogs are known for their impressive appetite, munching on insects, small fish, and even other frogs. Their quick reflexes and strong hind legs help them catch prey swiftly. While they are fascinating to observe, bullfrogs play an essential role in their ecosystem, serving as both predator and prey. Understanding and appreciating these large amphibians helps us recognize the intricate balance of nature in our own backyards. Thinking about moving to Singapore? Here's what to know. Relocating to Singapore can feel like a thrilling adventure, but it requires careful financial planning and some diligent research. Known for its stunning skyline and vibrant culture, Singapore is also notorious for its high cost of living. From housing to groceries, everyday expenses can add up quickly. Before making a move, it's crucial to dive into the details, like understanding the local rental market and budgeting for utilities. Are you ready to pay a premium for that perfect apartment? Additionally, familiarizing yourself with healthcare costs and transportation fares can help paint a clearer picture of monthly expenses. It's not just about the fun of exploring the little red dot. You'll want to ensure your wallet can handle the excitement. Finding a job can also help offset some costs, so researching potential employment opportunities is essential. By planning ahead, you can create a realistic budget that suits your lifestyle in this bustling city, making your transition smoother and more enjoyable. Did you know Istanbul straddles 2 continents? It's true. Istanbul, the vibrant heart of Turkey, is a unique city that spans both Europe and Asia. Separated by the famous Bosphorus Strait, this incredible location offers a breathtaking blend of cultures, histories, and landscapes. On the European side, you'll find bustling neighborhoods filled with cafes, shops, and historic landmarks like the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. Cross over to the Asian side, and the atmosphere shifts to a more laid-back vibe, with beautiful parks, markets, and stunning views of the city skyline. Because of its unique position, Istanbul acts as a bridge, connecting not just 2 continents, but also two very different worlds. This city has been a crossroads for trade, art, and culture for centuries, attracting travelers and traders from all over. So whether you're sipping Turkish tea by the Bosphorus or exploring ancient palaces, Istanbul truly offers the best of both worlds, making it a must-visit destination for anyone looking to experience a rich tapestry of life. Let's uncover the truth about happiness and wealth. It's fascinating how our desires for wealth and happiness can shape our lives. Research shows that when people chase wealth, they often focus on selfish motivations, like personal gain or status. In contrast, the pursuit of happiness usually involves selfless motivations, such as helping others and building strong relationships. This difference highlights why finding a balance between the two is essential for our overall well-being. When we prioritize kindness and community alongside our ambitions, we foster a sense of belonging and purpose. Imagine a world where people actively seek to uplift each other while also achieving financial stability. This harmony can lead to not just individual happiness, but also improve the well-being of communities. Striking that balance can help reduce stress and increase life satisfaction. So how can we start blending these pursuits in our daily lives? By focusing on gratitude and giving back, we can elevate our own happiness while enriching the lives of others. Ever thought losing weight could earn you gold? In a truly unique and creative approach to promoting health and wellness, the Dubai government initiated a remarkable program called Your Weight in Gold. Imagine shedding those extra pounds and being rewarded with gold. That's exactly what this initiative offered. Residents who signed up for the program received a stunning 1 to 2 grams of gold for every kilogram they managed to lose. But it didn't stop there. If someone managed to lose a whopping 10 kilograms, they would receive a gold bar. This program sparked immense excitement and participation among the community, blending fitness with a shiny incentive that caught everyone's attention. It's not just about getting fit. It's about turning health goals into golden opportunities. By intertwining weight loss with such a valuable reward, Dubai not only encouraged its citizens to take charge of their health, but also brought a touch of bling to the often challenging journey of weight loss. Who would have thought that a little bit of gold could be such a powerful motivator? You won't believe this about army tanks. In 1932, the U.S. Army came up with a wild idea to use helium-filled tanks that could float right over enemy trenches. Imagine a tank drifting above the battlefield, seemingly invincible and ready to surprise the opposition. But this innovative concept faced a serious problem. The tanks were way too easy to pop. Just like a kid's birthday balloon, the helium didn't provide the durability needed for combat. As a result, the Army scrapped the floating tank idea, realizing that floating tanks might sound cool but wouldn't hold up in the heat of battle. This curious chapter in military history shows how even the most creative ideas can sometimes go awry. Instead of gliding over the battlefield, armored vehicles evolved towards sturdier designs that prioritize strength and reliability. Today, tanks are built for power and protection, but it's fascinating to think about how the combination of helium and tanks almost changed warfare. What other wild inventions have been tried in history? Wow! Turns out a lion's roar is louder than a jet engine at takeoff. Lions are not only kings of the savannah, they also reign sonically. A lion's roar can reach an ear-shattering 114 decibels and be heard up to 8 kilometers away, depending on wind and terrain. The secret lies in their vocal folds, which are uniquely shaped to produce a deep, resonant bellow using minimal lung pressure. These roars serve critical purposes, claiming territory, coordinating hunts, and reinforcing social hierarchies within a pride. The cool, dense air of night helps carry the sound across vast plains. Even in tall grass, pride members recognize one another by the distinct pitch and pattern of their roars. African folklore often paints the lion as a voice of thunder and dominance, and for good reason. Biologists use roaring to study population dynamics and pride structures, proving that in the wild, sound is power, and lions wield it like no other. Dive into the oldest lake on Earth. Lake Baikal, nestled in the heart of Siberia, Russia, is truly a natural marvel. At a staggering 26 million years old, This ancient lake has been around longer than most civilizations have existed. It isn't just its age that makes it special. Baikal is also the world's deepest freshwater lake, plunging down about 1,642 meters. That's deeper than the height of the Empire State Building. The lake is home to a unique ecosystem, boasting over 1,700 plant and animal species, many of which can be found nowhere else on the planet. Among them is the Baikal seal, the only freshwater seal species in the world. Baikal's crystal-clear waters are so pure that you can see down to depths of around 40 meters on a good day. The lake's stunning beauty, surrounded by dramatic mountains and lush landscapes, attracts visitors from all over the globe. Whether you're an adventurer seeking to kayak its vast waters or a nature lover excited to explore its unique wildlife, Lake Baikal offers a glimpse into the Earth's rich history and the wonders of nature. Let's uncover the truth about the First Continental Congress. In September 1774, a group of determined leaders gathered in Philadelphia to address their frustrations with British rule. Figures like George Washington, Patrick Henry, and Samuel Adams weren't just influential. They were the voices of the American colonies. The main goal of this important meeting was to demand representation from the British government and to secure essential rights for colonial citizens, such as liberty and fair trials. Imagine the tension in the air as delegates discussed issues that would shape the future of the nation. They recognized that the colonies could no longer remain silent about unfair treatment. This gathering marked a pivotal moment in history where these leaders united to voice their concerns and lay the groundwork for a revolutionary change. They sent their petitions to England, hoping for fair treatment while igniting the spark of independence among their fellow colonists. What impact would their decisions have on the future of America? Dive into the secrets of the giant amphipod. You might be surprised to learn that these fascinating little creatures, typically no longer than an inch, can stretch their bodies up to a remarkable foot in length. Living in the deep, dark depths of the Pacific Ocean, around 6 kilometers below the surface, amphipods thrive in an environment that few other creatures can handle. These small but mighty crustaceans have adapted to the extreme conditions of the deep sea, where pressure is crushing and light is non-existent. Their elongated bodies and unique adaptations allow them to effectively navigate this underwater world, feeding on anything from tiny plankton to dead marine animals that drift down from above. Despite their tiny size when seen at the surface, capturing the amphipod in all its glory at the bottom of the ocean reveals a creature of impressive resilience and survival skills. Scientists are increasingly interested in these incredible animals, as learning more about them can provide insights into marine ecosystems and even potential applications for human health. So next time you hear about the amphipod, remember, there's much more to this tiny crustacean than meets the eye. Did you know that Alaska shakes more than anywhere else? This massive state experiences a surprising average of 1,000 earthquakes every month. The reason behind this seismic activity lies in its position on a fast-moving underwater tectonic fault, specifically the North American and Pacific plates. As these tectonic plates shift and slide, they create immense pressure that gets released as earthquakes. In fact, Alaska experiences about 80% of the earthquakes that occur in the entire United States. While many of these quakes are too small to be felt, some are powerful enough to cause significant tremors. This natural phenomenon shapes not only the landscape of Alaska, but also how its residents live. Many Alaskans are well prepared, with safety kits and knowledge of earthquake protocols. The state's unique geology makes it a fascinating place to study earthquakes, as scientists can learn a lot from these frequent seismic events. Are you ready to find out more about how Alaska's quakes impact the environment and its people? What if I told you armadillos have leprosy? It might sound surprising, but these unique little creatures are the only mammals known to naturally contract and harbor the bacteria that cause leprosy, scientifically called Mycobacterium leprae. Armadillos, especially the 9-banded variety, have this peculiar connection to the disease due to their low body temperature, which the bacteria prefer. This means that while leprosy is rare in humans today, armadillos can serve as reservoirs for the bacteria in the environment. Researchers have discovered that around 20% of armadillos in certain regions of the southern United States may carry leprosy. This is a fascinating twist in the animal world, as leprosy is often thought of as a disease that only affected humans historically. While the risk of transmission to humans is quite low, it's a reminder of how intricately linked we are to the animal kingdom, and how certain species can help us better understand diseases. Just one more reason to appreciate these hardy little critters that often roam our backyards. Ever heard a rat laugh? You might be surprised. It turns out that rats can produce a high-pitched squeak that sounds a lot like laughter when they're having a good time, especially when they're tickled. This delightful trait, however, is inaudible to our human ears. Researchers have discovered that these squeaks occur at frequencies above 50 kilohertz, which is about 2 times higher than what we can hear. The phenomenon was first documented in the 1990s, and it sheds light on the social and emotional lives of these furry creatures. When rats are interacting playfully with their buddies or experiencing something enjoyable, like a gentle tickle, they emit these squeaks in response. Not only is this a fascinating glimpse into the rich world of rodent emotions, but it also hints at the complex social structures that rats maintain. They thrive on social connections, and their laughter-like sounds could play a role in bonding and communication among them. So next time you see a rat, just remember, they might be laughing on their own wavelength. Surprisingly, Oklahoma leads the U.S. in tornadoes. This state experiences the highest frequency of tornadoes per square mile, making it infamous as a main part of Tornado Alley. This region, which includes parts of Texas, Kansas, and Nebraska, witnesses more tornadoes than any other area in the country. With its unique geography, including flat plains and warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico colliding with cool air masses from the Rockies, Oklahoma creates the perfect storm conditions for these powerful weather events. These tornadoes can be fierce, spinning winds that can reach speeds of over 200 miles per hour. If you're a tornado watcher or a thrill seeker, Oklahoma is a hotspot for chasing storms, drawing enthusiasts from around the world who wish to safely experience these natural phenomena. To prepare for the potential danger, local residents have developed a strong community awareness, with many participating in safety drills and investing in storm shelters. So whether you're fascinated by meteorology or just enjoy the adrenaline rush, Oklahoma's tornado scene is one to watch. Believe it or not, the black mamba is a coward. Contrary to its fearsome reputation as one of the world's deadliest snakes, the black mamba has a surprising preference for peace over a fight. Known for its potent venom and lightning-fast speed, this remarkable serpent might actually be more scared of you than you are of it. Black mambas are incredibly quick, capable of racing up to 12 miles per hour, which is their secret weapon. When faced with a threat, they would much rather flee than attack. These snakes often rely on their agility, darting away into the bushes or trees to escape danger. If cornered, they can become defensive, but it's still more about protecting themselves than seeking confrontation. In fact, they are known to prefer a solitary life, only coming together to mate. With their shiny olive brown to grayish skin blending perfectly into their surroundings, it's no wonder they can easily sneak away from potential threats. So next time you hear about the black mamba, remember that behind its daunting image lies a creature that values its own safety above all else. What lies at the bottom of the ocean? The Challenger, deep in the Mariana Trench, takes us to the very depths of our planet, plunging a staggering 3,670 feet, or about 10,194 meters below the surface. To put that into perspective, if you dropped Mount Everest into this chasm, its peak would still be over a mile underwater. This incredible depth is not just a mystery, but a realm of extremes. The pressure there is over 1,000 times that of sea level, making it a harsh environment where few organisms can thrive. Yet life finds a way. Creatures like the mysterious amphipod and unique gelatinous species can survive in these conditions, relying on chemosynthesis or specialized adaptations. Exploring this deep abyss is challenging. Only a handful of manned and unmanned missions have ventured there, revealing astonishing insights about biodiversity and geological processes. Though it feels alien, The Challenger Deep plays a crucial role in Earth's climate and oceanic systems. So the next time you think about the ocean, remember there's a hidden world far below, just waiting to be discovered. Ever dreamt of riding through the Swiss Alps? The Glacier Express is not just any train ride. It's a breathtaking journey that takes you through some of the most stunning landscapes in Switzerland. Imagine sitting comfortably in a panoramic carriage, sipping hot cocoa as the scenery unfolds outside your window. This train connects the charming towns of Zermatt and St. Moritz, winding through dramatic snow-capped peaks, lush green valleys, and idyllic glaciers. As you glide along, you'll cross 291 bridges and pass through 91 tunnels, with each twist and turn revealing a new awe-inspiring view. One of the highlights of the trip is the breathtaking Landwasser Viaduct, a stunning bridge that seems to soar right out of a storybook. The train moves slowly, allowing you to savor every moment and snap plenty of photos. Whether you're an avid hiker or just someone who loves a good view, the Glacier Express offers a unique way to experience the Alps, making it a must-do on any travel bucket list. Ever wondered how typing can boost nail growth? It turns out that the simple act of typing on a keyboard can actually help your nails grow faster. When you type, your fingers are constantly moving, which increases blood flow to the nail beds. This enhanced circulation brings more nutrients and oxygen to the delicate tissues around your nails, making them healthier and promoting growth. It's like giving your nails a little workout every time you send an email or chat with friends online. Plus, when you're focused on typing, you might not notice the small things like nail biting, which can also hinder growth. So instead of sitting idle, let your fingers dance across the keys and you could enjoy longer, healthier nails in the process. Isn't it amazing how such a routine activity can have unexpected benefits? Next time you're typing away, just remember, those nail beds are happily soaking up all that positive energy. Did you know about the giant Atlas moth? This incredible insect holds the title for the largest moth in the world, boasting a wingspan that can reach an astonishing 30 centimeters, about the size of a small dog. Native to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia, the Atlas moth's stunningly beautiful wings are often adorned with rich browns and vibrant oranges, mimicking the patterns of tree bark or even a snake's head to keep predators at bay. Just like other insects, the Atlas moth undergoes a fascinating life cycle known as complete metamorphosis, which means it transforms from an egg to a larva, then into a pupa, and finally emerges as the magnificent adult moth. Interestingly, these creatures don't eat once they become adults. Instead, they rely on the energy stored up during their caterpillar stage. This unique adaptation allows them to focus solely on finding a mate and reproducing within their short lifespan of just a few weeks. So next time you think of insects, remember the Atlas moth and marvel at nature's creativity. Have you ever wondered about your atoms? It might surprise you to know that 98% of the atoms that make up your body are replaced every year. That's right, our bodies are constantly renewing themselves. This incredible process happens at different rates, depending on the type of cells. For instance, skin cells turn over quite quickly, usually every few weeks, while some cells in your bones can take several years to be fully replaced. This atom swapping is crucial for healing wounds, growing, and even maintaining our overall health. The atoms in our bodies come from the food we eat and the air we breathe. So every time we consume nutrients or oxygen, we're contributing to the ongoing construction of new cells. This means that even though we feel like the same person, the very building blocks of our bodies are in a constant state of change. So in a year's time, most of the atoms that once made up your heart, brain, and muscles will be different. Isn't it amazing to think that we're in such a state of flux, evolving not just mentally and emotionally, but physically at the atomic level? Did you know dragons can dance during New Year? The dragon dance is one of the most captivating traditions during the Chinese New Year festivities, bringing communities together in vibrant celebration. It's performed by a skilled team of dancers who maneuver under a long, colorful cloth dragon, making it undulate and twist gracefully through the streets. But there's more to it than just the impressive choreography. This ancient art is steeped in symbolism. The dragon is a revered creature in Chinese culture, often seen as a harbinger of good luck and prosperity. By performing the dance, people aim to scare away evil spirits and invite fortune for the coming year. Each movement of the dragon mimics the flow of water, symbolizing strength and power, while the accompanying drumming sets an exhilarating pace that adds to the excitement. Spectators are often mesmerized as the dragon weaves through crowds, with participants dressed in vibrant costumes and the air filled with fireworks and festive music. This joyful spectacle not only honors tradition, but also fosters community spirit and hope for a prosperous new year ahead. Did you know cauliflower comes in vibrant colors? It's not just the plain white variety you might be familiar with. Cauliflower can actually be found in shades of purple, green, and orange, each bringing its own unique twist to your plate. The purple cauliflower gets its striking hue from anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that also give blueberries their deep color. Green cauliflower, often called broccoflower, has a milder flavor and is packed with a variety of nutrients, including vitamin C and fiber. Then there's orange cauliflower, which boasts a higher amount of beta-carotene, the same nutrient that gives carrots their bright color and is great for eye health. So next time you're at the grocery store, don't just grab the white one, explore the rainbow of colors and add some fun to your meals along with a boost of health benefits. Each color not only makes your dishes pop, but also adds a range of phytonutrients, giving you more reasons to love this versatile veggie. Is it true Titanic's sister ship nearly sank first? Most people know the story of Titanic, but few realize that its older sister, RMS Olympic, almost met disaster before Titanic ever sailed. In 1911, Olympic collided with the British warship HMS Hawke near Southampton, tearing open two compartments. Though it didn't sink, the incident revealed vulnerabilities in the ship's hull design. Despite this close call, the White Star Line made only minor tweaks when building Titanic. Less than a year later, Titanic famously hit an iceberg and sank. Historians now speculate that if Olympic had received a full structural overhaul, the lessons learned might have saved Titanic. Instead, corners were cut and tragedy struck. It's a haunting case of history's warning signs being ignored, and a chilling reminder of how close calls don't always change course in time. Did you know the first mobile call changed everything? On April 3, 1973, history was made in New York City when Martin Cooper, an engineer at Motorola, made the very first handheld mobile phone call. Imagine a moment where a bulky, suitcase-like contraption evolved into the sleek smartphones we carry today. Cooper called his rival at Bell Labs, and as he spoke into the very first mobile phone, weighing over 2 pounds, it marked a pivotal shift in how we connect with one another. At that time, people relied heavily on landlines and payphones, so the idea of making a call on the go was revolutionary. This innovative technology came with its challenges, limited battery life, and oversized devices, but it sparked an explosion of advancements in communication. Fast forward to today, and we can't imagine life without our smartphones, filled with apps, internet access, and instant messaging. That simple call didn't just change one person's day, it set the stage for an entire industry and forever altered the way we interact with the world around us. Who would have guessed that call would lead us to wireless everything? Can you believe Mongolia has free Wi-Fi in the steppe? This fascinating fact highlights the incredible pace at which Mongolia's telecommunications system is developing. In recent years, the country has embraced technology like never before, ensuring that even in the vast open lands where traditional nomads roam, people can stay connected. As you wander through the breathtaking steppe, you might stumble upon free Wi-Fi hotspots that allow herders and travelers to access the internet. This is transformative for nomadic families who depend on connectivity to communicate with loved ones, access vital services, and even manage their businesses. Imagine checking your messages or browsing social media while surrounded by rolling grasslands and grazing sheep. The rapid growth of Mongolia's telecommunications reflects not just a technological leap, but also a cultural shift towards modernization while maintaining the essence of nomadic life. By integrating advanced technology into their daily lives, the people of Mongolia are bridging the gap between their rich traditional heritage and the fast-paced digital world. Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the universe? It's a fascinating thought. The universe has no physical edge like a wall you could bump into. Instead, there's something called the cosmological horizon, which sits about 46.6 billion light years away from us. Think of it as the limit of what we can observe. It's the farthest point from which light has had time to reach us since the Big Bang burst into existence over 13 billion years ago. Beyond this boundary, things get really interesting. Scientists suggest that the universe may extend forever in all directions, meaning it could be infinite. Alternatively, parts of it might loop back around, creating a kind of cosmic hallway with no end. Imagine traveling in one direction forever, only to find yourself back where you started. This idea challenges our understanding of space and time, showing just how mysterious and vast our universe truly is. So next time you gaze at the night sky, remember, there's a whole lot more out there, beyond what our eyes can see. Is it really true that one plant covers so much land? It absolutely is. Meet Pando, the astonishing aspen forest in Utah that holds the title for the largest living organism on Earth by area. This incredible grove of quaking aspens isn't just a collection of individual trees. It's actually one single clonal organism rooted in a massive underground network. Pando spans roughly 106 acres, which is equivalent to about 80 football fields. Its trees all share the same genetic identity, sprouting from a common root system, making it a living testament to nature's resilience and interconnectedness. Each tree reaches for the sky with its golden leaves fluttering in the breeze, creating a vibrant display in the fall. What makes Pando even more fascinating is that it's believed to be thousands of years old, with some estimates suggesting it could be up to 80,000 years old. Sadly, like many natural wonders, Pando faces threats from climate change and human activity. Protecting this remarkable organism is crucial, not just for the environment, but for understanding the complex relations within ecosystems. So next time you admire a forest, remember, it could be more than just a bunch of trees. Have you heard about Hanoi's incredible train street? This fascinating spot in Vietnam offers an experience you simply can't find anywhere else. Imagine a bustling street where houses, shops, and cafes line a narrow corridor, and just seconds before a train rushes by, everyone knows to step aside. The trains run along the tracks so close to the buildings that visitors can almost reach out and touch the train as it zooms past. It's a magical moment, blending the comforting hum of daily life with the thrill of the train's arrival. Locals have cleverly adapted to their unique circumstances. They even set their chairs and tables inches away from the tracks, making it a popular place for tourists to snap selfies and enjoy the lively atmosphere. When the train comes through, a flurry of activity unfolds, with people clearing the way, only to resume their routines just moments later. This quirky tradition shows how communities can coexist with modern transport while creating a one-of-a-kind spectacle that attracts curious travelers from around the globe. Train Street doesn't just offer a train ride, it immerses you in the heart and rhythm of Hanoi. What's the difference between bananas and plantains? You might be surprised to learn that in North America, we refer to many different kinds of bananas simply as bananas. However, plantains, which are another type of banana family member, are often misunderstood. While both come from the same family, plantains are generally firmer, starchier, and less sweet than their dessert banana cousins. You might notice that plantains often have a thicker skin and are usually cooked before eating, making them a staple in many savory dishes around the world. Bananas, on the other hand, are the ones we usually munch on raw, with their creamy texture and delightful sweetness, making them perfect for a quick snack or in smoothies. Interestingly, while bananas can be grown and consumed fresh, plantains are often found cut up and fried, baked, or boiled, revealing their versatility in culinary traditions. So the next time you're at the grocery store, take a moment to appreciate the differences between these two fruits, because they each add their own unique flavor to our meals. Ever wonder who has the most Michelin stars? That title goes to the legendary Alain Ducasse, a French culinary maestro with a remarkable story. Born in the tiny village of Orgeres, Ducasse transformed the world of fine dining with his innovative approach to cuisine. Over his illustrious career, He has achieved an astonishing total of 21 Michelin stars, more than any other chef in history. This elite recognition isn't just about cooking tasty dishes, it's a testament to the artistry and dedication behind every meal. Ducasse believes that food should tell a story, combining taste, texture, and presentation in a way that captivates the diner. His restaurants, which span across several countries, showcase a variety of culinary traditions, blending classic French techniques with influences from around the globe. He's not just a chef, he's also an educator, sharing his passion through culinary schools and mentorship programs. Ducasse's influence extends beyond the kitchen, making him a significant figure in the gastronomic world. His relentless pursuit of excellence continues to inspire budding chefs and food lovers everywhere. Ever seen a supercar graveyard in Dubai? It might sound like a scene from a movie, but in this glittering city, luxury cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis can be found sitting abandoned in junkyards. Imagine stepping into a place filled with once glorious vehicles, now left to rust and fade under the intense sun. Many of these high-end beauties were driven by folks who may have overstretched their wallets, faced soaring repair costs, or simply couldn't keep up with the constant arrival of newer models. In a city where extravagance is the norm, these abandoned cars tell a different story of ambition and reality. Instead of hitting the road, many of these vehicles sit in waiting, sometimes auctioned off to enthusiasts who see potential or dismantled for valuable parts. Surprisingly, it's not just the dream of owning a supercar that leads to this. Economic changes or personal challenges can leave owners in tough spots. So next time you hear about Dubai, think beyond the sparkle and glitz. There's a hidden tale of luxury and loss lurking in those junkyards. Ready for a cool surprise about ice cream? Did you know that New Zealand is the reigning champ when it comes to ice cream consumption? According to the International Dairy Association, Kiwis enjoy more ice cream per person than anyone else on the planet. This delightful treat has become a significant part of their culture, with a wide variety of flavors reflecting the country's unique tastes. The United States takes second place, showing just how much Americans love their frozen desserts too. Ice cream is not only a refreshing treat on a hot day, but also a social experience, often enjoyed during gatherings, celebrations, and even family traditions. In New Zealand, local dairy farms provide fresh ingredients, which means their ice cream is often made from high-quality milk and creamy goodness. Whether it's a classic vanilla scoop or innovative flavors like Feioa or Hokey Pokey, the passion for ice cream runs deep in these countries. So next time you indulge in a cone or a sundae, remember you're part of a global love for this sweet delight. Have you heard? Sport climbing made its Olympic debut. In 2020, the Tokyo Olympics became a groundbreaking event by welcoming sport climbing into the Olympic family for the very first time. Picture this: athletes scaling artificial walls designed for three thrilling disciplines: speed, bouldering, and lead climbing, all in one competition. In the speed climbing event, competitors race up a 15-meter wall against the clock, testing their agility and quick reflexes. Bouldering, on the other hand, takes climbers on shorter yet challenging routes without any harnesses, where they must solve complex problems to reach the top. Finally, lead climbing has athletes clip their ropes into quick draws as they ascend a much taller wall, showcasing their endurance and strategic planning. It's a breathtaking combination of athleticism, mental strength, and tactical finesse, providing a dazzling spectacle for both live audiences and viewers around the world. The inclusion of sport climbing in the Olympics has not only highlighted its growing popularity, but also inspired a new generation of climbers to aim high, quite literally. Here's a wild fact about stunning train journeys. The Flum Railway in Norway is often celebrated as one of the most breathtaking train rides on the planet. Wind your way through jagged mountains and serene fjords, you'll quickly see why it earns such high praise. Stretching about 12 miles, this railway takes you from the charming village of Flom, nestled at the end of a fjord, up to Myrdal Station, which sits over 2,800 feet above sea level. Along the way, you'll be treated to views that look straight out of a postcard: cascading waterfalls shooting down steep cliffs, lush green valleys, and even snow-capped peaks, depending on the season. It's a ride that seems to pause time, allowing travelers to soak in nature's splendor. Whether you're an avid train enthusiast or just looking for a unique experience, the Flam Railway beckons with its beauty and adventure. So why not hop aboard and witness the stunning Norwegian scenery for yourself? It's not just a journey, it's an unforgettable adventure. Have you ever seen a mountain that looks so sharp? Montéguy in France is a breathtaking sight that draws in nature lovers and adventurers alike. This stunning peak is located in the heart of the Vercors region and has a unique shape which makes it appear almost as if it were sliced from a giant cake. The surrounding scenery is filled with lush valleys and dramatic cliffs, making it a paradise for hikers and photographers. However, as mesmerizing as Montéguy is, it's essential to tread carefully around its edges. The cliffs are steep and perilous, and a misstep could lead to a disastrous fall. Its name, meaning Needle Mountain, gives a hint of its sharp edges, which rise dramatically above the landscape. Climbing Montéguy grants visitors not just a workout, but also an unforgettable experience, offering breathtaking views from the summit. As you climb, remember to take in the stunning vistas and unique flora that thrive in this alpine environment. Just don't get too close to the edge. Here's what actually happens when you visit Bali. This enchanting island in Indonesia, often called the Island of the Gods, captivates travelers with its stunning landscapes, rich culture, and spiritual experiences. Imagine stepping onto a vibrant beach with golden sands kissed by azure waves, or wandering through lush rice terraces that seem to dance in the breeze. Bali is not just about breathtaking views. It's a place steeped in traditions and rituals. You'll encounter colorful offerings placed at temples, with the sweet scent of incense filling the air, as locals engage in daily prayers and ceremonies. The island is home to festivals that celebrate everything from harvests to artistic expression, showcasing Balinese dance and music. For those seeking tranquility, yoga retreats nestled amidst nature offer a perfect escape, blending the island's natural beauty with mindfulness. Don't forget to sample the delectable local cuisine, bursting with flavors that reflect Bali's diverse heritage. With a mix of adventure, relaxation, and culture, Bali leaves you pondering what makes this island truly divine. Did you know Keanu Reeves has Lebanese roots? It might surprise you to learn that this beloved actor was born in Beirut, Lebanon, in 1964. Keanu's early life was filled with twists and turns. His mother, an Englishwoman, moved the family to Canada when he was just a child. Despite his Hollywood fame, Keanu remains grounded and relatable, often noted for his kindness and humility in a world that can be filled with glitz and glamour. His performances in films like The Matrix and John Wick showcase not just his acting skills, but also his dedication to the craft, which impresses fans all over the globe. Beyond his cinematic achievements, he has built a reputation for being approachable and genuine. Stories about him helping strangers or giving up his seat on the subway are part of what makes him so endearing. Keanu's journey from the streets of Beirut to becoming one of the most recognized faces in cinema is a testament to his perseverance and charm, reminding us all that humility can shine brightly even in the spotlight. A hidden gem awaits in Bolivia's salt flat. Salar de Uyuni is not just any salt flat, it's the largest in the world and a breathtaking natural wonder. Imagine walking on a vast, glimmering white expanse that seems to stretch on forever, especially during the dry season when the sun casts brilliant light on the salt crust. But wait until rainy season arrives. The landscape transforms into a massive, glittering mirror that reflects the sky, creating a stunning illusion where it's hard to tell where the earth ends and the sky begins. This incredible display draws photographers and adventurers from around the globe, all eager to capture its surreal beauty. Plus, this unique ecosystem is also home to various wildlife, including flamingos, who rely on the salt flats for feeding. The rich cultural heritage of the Aymara and Quechua people also adds to the allure, with traditional practices intertwined with the landscape. From awe-inspiring views to its vibrant ecosystem, Salar de Uyuni is a magical place that offers a little bit of everything: nature, culture, and unforgettable memories. Prepare for a surprising dairy dilemma. Lactose intolerance affects about 68% of people around the world, and it's all about how your body processes dairy over time. When we're young, most humans produce plenty of lactase, an enzyme that breaks down lactose, the sugar found in milk. But as we age, many of us start to produce less lactase, making it harder to enjoy milk and cheese without those uncomfortable side effects. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies change? Different populations experience this phenomenon in unique ways. For instance, Northern Europeans have a genetic mutation that allows many of them to keep producing lactase into adulthood, so they can happily savor ice cream and cheese without any issues. On the flip side, places like East Asia see much higher rates of lactose intolerance, where many adults have a hard time digesting dairy products. This variation highlights how our diets have evolved alongside our genetics over thousands of years. It's a great reminder of how diverse human biology is, and why what works for one group might not work for another. Wait, some stars are older than the universe? It sounds like a cosmic riddle, but it's true. Imagine stars that seem to have lived longer than our universe, estimated at about 13.8 billion years old. These are the so-called older stars that leave astronomers scratching their heads. The mystery comes down to how we figure out ages in space. Scientists base their calculations on models of how stars form and change over time. But measuring the universe's age and the ages of distant stars is tricky work. Our models might need a little tweaking to align correctly. This discrepancy makes us rethink not only the lifespans of ancient stars, but also the history of our universe itself. So when you gaze up at those twinkling lights in the night sky, remember you might be looking at something that challenges our understanding of time and space. It's a cosmic puzzle that reminds us there's always more to learn about our universe.